What up, people? What's good? Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. And reserved for the best is super dope. I do sell comics. Check me out on Instagram at 6th_element_comic. We do live auctions, live claim sales. I rock with Tooth and Claw, hit animated television series. The Scotty Young joint, blowing up fast. X23. So this is dope, man. All right, so this is beautiful. Yo, salute everybody. OG's looking at that like, what is going on? That is a little intro that my man Ali ALC whipped up for me, and he just hooked it up, man. And yeah, it's just a cool little intro that he did for me, man. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Ali ALC in the building. But I am Reno Noir. This is 6th Element of Hip Hop. My co-host Stu Dog right there beneath me, and my main homeboy OG Lee to my left or right, depending on your perspective. So we got a great show today because we got the Wu Tang and American Saga episode 7, which was crazy. Stu, did you get a chance to peep it? Stu, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Okay. Did you get a chance to peep episode 7? Stu, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you get a chance to peep
loud
episode
and clear? Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear.
All right. So did you get a chance to see the episode? Are you sure you can hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Loud and clear.
I've asked you a question like 3 times.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. What was the question?
Did you get a chance to see the episode?
Of what if?
Nah, the Wu Tang episode 7.
Oh yeah, I watched that trash. I watched it, man. I watched it.
Yeah.
And I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, I mean, like, we don't. I live that, man. It's like when you watch it. All right, look, this is my problem with it, man. I'm not saying this is what it is, man. This is what it is.
Stuff we didn't know that they put it in there.
Man, I'm a Wuologist, so I knew everything. I knew everything.
So am I.
Before the movie, I knew it all. I knew all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm gonna say this much: looking at the people that's playing the characters, and then as much Wu as I have consumed over the last 20-something years, bro, it don't resonate for me, man. It's entertaining. It's entertaining to watch.
It's not great. Look, I'm gonna be.
It's not even the acting.
It's the portrayal of the characters is not exactly on point. I don't like how they playing RZA. I don't like how they playing ODB. I do like the dude that's playing Raekwon. He's getting it down pat. The Raekwon cat is doing well. That's Shamik Moore, and he's definitely got the Raekwon, the whole mannerisms and all of that on lock. Right. What was you about to say, OG?
Oh, I got a question because me and you kind of talked about it before, because you're such a fan and and all that. This is for Stu, okay? Like, and because who doesn't love Wu-Tang, right? Would you say the reason you don't love the show is because it's the Black Album of shows?
Yeah, to me, yeah. It could have been better. Yeah. Could have been better, but it wasn't. And I feel, like you don't put the Wu-Tang stamp on something for me, and then give me that. Like,
I feel you.
Yo, NBA Live girl. She said, as a 26-year-old, I really appreciate the show, and that's a good point. People. Go ahead, bro.
No, and that's who it's. But you know what, Reno? That's who it's for. That's who it's for.
What are you saying, OG?
Okay, like this show, bro. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Same thing. Like we talked about last. Like I love Wu-Tang and shit. And there's certain things about the show I really don't like. Okay, but I look at this show as it's not obviously 100% historically accurate. Obvious,
not at all. They say so. Yeah, they say as much.
And I feel that this show is like it's a hip hop version of like Snowfall or you feel me? Or like a
Yeah,
show
yeah,
like
Yeah, it
this.
yeah.
is. It is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I give you that.
That's
I give you
that's
that, Lee.
that's I feel like it's enjoyable to me at least, like because I know a lot of stuff in there is Hollywood and it's not didn't go down like that or whatever, but they do got to make it like, and Reno said this, they got to make it entertaining as much as they can, because
Mm,
nobody would want to watch like every episode and it's just meetings, and it's
right.
just like, I mean,
Well, no, it's the way like I said, the way I look at it as merchandise, right? That's the way I
Yeah.
equate this show. This show is more merch. It's more Wu merch. I got the Wu Tang manual, the Tao of Wu. I got the Wu jacket, the Wu clothes, the Wu posters, the Wu hats, the Wu shirts. You know what I mean? All the Wu Tang everything. You know what I'm saying? The Wu pops, Funkos, and well, they don't have Funkos, but you get my point. Wu Tang comic books, like everything they got for Wu Tang, and this is just a Wu Tang, another Wu Tang product. Not, you know what I'm saying? It's not. Hold on, let me introduce my man. Grap Lover just came in. Grap, the youngest soul brother. What's up, man?
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's going on?
What's
Welcome
going
to the
on,
show,
Grab?
man.
Peace,
We
peace,
Dude,
just
what up,
peace.
dude?
we
What's
just
up,
just
man?
chopping
What's
it up
up,
Dude.
Grab?
about the Wu Tang show, man.
Oh, okay, okay.
Have you gotten a chance to see that?
Yeah, I've been kind of watching it. I didn't see the last episode, or maybe the
Right,
last two. I've
right,
been kind of watching it. I'm actually scheduled to go holler at Tank in a little bit, so I
right.
just want to drop in real quick. But yeah, I haven't been. I've been watching it. Um, I'm not that pleased with the performance of the brother who plays RZA. A lot of people aren't,
That's what I
A lot of
said
people
too.
aren't. Yeah,
Yep.
but
yeah, they aren't. Yeah.
yeah, it's just too. It's too. I don't know. It sounds robotic to me
He's
almost.
mad stiff, like mad
Yeah,
monotone and
yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds very robotic. I don't know if RZA spoke like that. I don't think he really spoke like that. But
Nah, Riz
yeah.
ain't speak like
hey,
that, bro.
RZA was more animated. He was more outgoing and
Riz
shit. Like
talk
this dude's
fast.
playing it mad
Yeah, he talk
reserved.
real
Like,
fast. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
yeah. Riz
this
talk
cat.
fast. Yeah, he talk
Hmm.
fast, and he just it's real pronounced, like the way he speak. It's like fast and
Mhm.
Yeah,
pronounced,
but
and he got
he,
a New
but
York
he,
accent. He got a real deep,
yeah, it's
profound New
almost
York
a
accent, bro.
Baltimore accent the way RZA talk. He remind me of some Baltimore cats the way his little twang, like little the way his accent. But yeah, he was like if you watch the footage of RZA back when they was working on 36 Chambers, and you can see footage of them like when they was pushing that first Protect Your Neck single and all of that. You could see footage of him. You see that he's, you know what I'm saying? He's excited. He's in your face. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's not, this dude's playing him very dark and brooding, very like reserved. You know what I'm saying? Almost like an introvert. And RZA was not that. He never was that.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah,
Maybe
and
that's
then
what
like
they
you
want,
said,
man.
grab that
Yeah,
sort of monotone robotic
And you
way.
have to think
yeah, it
too that
is.
Rick is the one who's actually executive producing this thing. So this guy must be doing something that RZA likes because he's still there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's probably the biggest name that they've got on the show. He's the biggest star actor, him and Shamik Moore for sure.
Yeah,
And of course, Dave East. But as
yeah.
far as actors wise, he's the best. And he's a good actor, which is crazy because he's a really good actor. You've seen him in a lot of other stuff. And,
Mm,
he's definitely got the acting chops. And I think that's what sold RZA. And I think that's why RZA rocks him because he is a good actor.
hmm
Not a lot of people, me personally, I wouldn't, if somebody was doing an impression of me, I probably wouldn't know if it was really good or not. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
hmm
else would know. So maybe RZA
hmm
doesn't realize, or maybe he's doing a certain part of RZA, or a RZA character, or you know what I'm saying? Like the one way NBA Live Girl said the actor sounded way better in episode 7 as RZA. I didn't really, he wasn't in a lot of episode 7 too much. This was more of a Raekwon Ghost episode.
mm,
You know what I mean? Like up until this point, Ray and Ghost have been enemies. The last couple of episodes, they've been frenemies. They've been like they could be in the same room and they're not fighting, but they was always giving each other the side eye and they wasn't really kicking it, talking too much. But this episode is when they were kind of forced to chill because RZA set them with a job, a task of call the radio stations. And so they was both home because Ray didn't have the phone or whatever. He was using Ghost's phone. So they had to do that project together and they sort of started hanging out. They walked to the store together, and that's when they so you get to see them kind of forming that relationship that we all know, you know, the famous Ghost and Ray relationship. And what I thought was mad ill about this episode, we all know the killer tape, right? That scene from the Wu Tang that
Yeah,
skit, right? Where my killer tape at? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's based on The Killer by John Woo, right? The movie The Killer by John Woo. And
Yeah, with Child
it
Young
was the
Fat.
VHS tape that what they was talking about. They was talking about everybody. There's been a lot of debate, like, what's the killer tape? Is that a mixtape? Was it Ghostface's early album? I've heard all kinds of theories and stuff, but it's actually the VHS tape of The Killer by John Woo, and
Yeah, with Child
they
Young
have
Fat.
the tape. Yeah, they have the tape. Raekwon takes the tape out. They sit, they watch the movie, and then they do this montage, this scene where the actor of Ghost and the actor of Ray recreate a scene from the
Yeah.
John Woo film The Killer. And they're in the church, like they bust in, they shoot it out with a whole bunch of henchmen that come in, and they just got this whole scene that's nothing to do with the show. It's just kind of like a little
And that's the other piece. Like a lot of those little, like when he was making the beat and they had the drummers in there and they arguing and
yeah,
kicking people out. And, yo, that was corn, yo. That was.
yeah,
I'm
yeah. I
sorry.
mean, I like how they
Where
doing
did
all
that
that stuff.
come from? Like that
Yeah,
made
and that
no sense, B.
it don't make sense, but you know, that's like
I mean,
that's
I
what
understood it, but it was like the
yeah,
concept of that was like, nah.
it wasn't
We
really
didn't
how
need that.
Thank
yeah,
you, Grap.
they
Man,
was
Grap,
trying to
thank you,
Drummers
man. Thank
illustrate
you, bro.
arguing, guitar
Thank you,
players
bro.
arguing, singers arguing and carrying on, and I was like,
yeah,
nah, dude, we
it
good.
didn't
Thank you,
make
Grap,
sense.
man. Thank you, Grap.
It didn't make
Cause I
sense.
just said that, man. And but you know, I listen. I watched it. Can I watch it? Yeah. You know, is it entertaining? Yeah.
It's that.
But
It's a piece of Woo merch. It's not like a
do
great
it
show.
right. But do it get my stamp of approval? Nah, man, I can't give it that, man. But I
It
like it.
gets the Wu-Tang
It's for the
stamp of
younger.
approval,
You know what, man? It's for the younger generation, man.
but
Like
that's
Shout out
right.
to my
It's
I'm
for the
older
glad.
brother Dragon. He didn't dig it neither. We were talking about it.
yeah,
He didn't dig it either. So
Because it's
yeah.
hard. It's hard, Grab, when you live that. Like we was
it's
there.
hard.
We lived on.
Yeah.
Think
I
about
mean, they
like there was
lived
a
it way
scene
more than we did. So
that
imagine
we
what
did.
they
Yeah.
feel.
So
You
imagine
know
what
what I
they
mean?
feel. Yeah. Because when you
That's what
think
I'm
about
saying.
it,
Like, what was like? Why wouldn't RZA keep the authenticity in there? Like, why would the embellishment be needed? You know what I mean? The story is
right?
incredulous enough
Right.
where it shouldn't need embellishment. You know what I
Right.
mean? They
I
got the
don't like how
story.
they had
You
Ray and
know
Ghost shooting at
Yeah.
each other. I seen
what I
cats on
mean?
YouTube yesterday arguing or talking about, man, I can't believe that these two cats was actually killing each, you know, trying to kill each other and stuff. Like these young cats that's watching this, they really believe that Ghost and Ray
Yeah.
literally shot at
Saying,
each
like,
other. Like Ray shot up Ghost's house and all of that. Never
I don't
happened.
know how much of an opportunity they get to debunk a lot of those things that are going on in that series. You know what I mean?
Well, I've
Being as
heard the
though
members do
I don't
interviews
know
and they talked
what the
about how
deal
it's
is. 'Cause they're also listed as executive producers, so they're
right,
eating from it as well. So I don't know how
right,
much of it they can, you know, have discrepancies with when they're actually eating from it. So,
yeah,
but I've
Right.
heard,
yeah,
Right.
I think I've
100%.
seen a few titled interviews where they've stated their discrepancies with what the saga, what the series is given to the
Right,
people as compared to the true story. So
right,
yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Because like you got to think about the time too. Like with the one scene where I think it was RZA. And that's the season one where RZA and Meth was sitting there looking at their boy when he died. They was looking at the mural. You know, when you think about, like, I was thinking about the atmosphere, like Grap, you was up north at this time, and you know what I mean. Like, remember how we used to hear the cars bumping the music, like
Hmm.
it was music everywhere. Like that's
Hmm.
all. Like, you know what I mean. Like everywhere we went, it was just good music. Like people
Hmm.
was playing it, people was walking with it. It was in their cars. Like you could hear it echoing in the background for like a block away,
Hmm.
and it was like we had a soundtrack, while we was living life back then, man. Like
Hmm.
now, and to see something like that and then have them portray it in a way where you just don't get that feeling from it. That's what does it for me. That's what makes it believable for me. the more authentic that you make it as far as that's concerned. Like there was a
Right.
scene where RZA was in a record store picking out records. You know what I mean? To figure out samples he gonna use on his Prince Rakeem album. And I remember when that album came out. I remember when he had the video for it. I remember when the
Mm.
video came. I watched that joint on Video Music Box, and I was
Yeah.
Wow.
just talking. Right, I was just talking to Reno about Video Music Box.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Video Music Box. That's where we got it from. Like
You would
we,
break new artists and all of that.
right, yeah, because we MTV didn't play. I didn't see Protect Your Neck on MTV until it was wild, bro.
Right, like
But it was
94,
on Video
95.
Music Box. It was on Video
Yeah.
Music Box way before that.
Early.
Ralph
Yeah,
McDaniels.
early.
Yeah, yeah.
93,
Ralph,
90, late
93.
93, early 94.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I think the show what is it? Raising Canaan is doing a much better job of giving you that 80s New York vibe. That early 90s New York vibe that this is supposed to be taking place in. They really, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of these I'm such a woo head, bro. Like I'm such a fan that it's like you you gotta make yourself like this show just because you know what I'm saying. You know the woo is behind it. You know that they're putting it out. They working hard to make it good. They putting their stamp of approval on it. You know what I'm saying. They presenting it, and Wu Tang has rarely done a project that I was like that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying. There might be an album or two that aren't my favorite, and I think most people feel the same way about those albums, but this is one of them shows that it's not it's not a documentary. It's not meant to be A to Z real verbatim facts. It's meant to
right.
be a dramatized version,
Yeah.
but
We get that,
the
but we just want the
characters that
feel. No, we get
yeah,
that.
the
We just want the
vibe.
feel, man.
They're
We
not
want
giving
that
you the
vibe,
vibe.
man. Yeah, we want
Absolutely.
that
You're not
vibe,
getting the
bro.
vibe, and I think young people today, because this is bringing the Wu-Tang back for young people. It's making them relevant. A lot of young
Because
people are
for
just
them,
finding
this
out
is the
about Wu.
story. For them, this is the story.
For
If
them,
they
this is
don't
the
watch
story.
Love Mice and Men on Showtime, this is the story.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
But you need to
yeah,
watch
it's for
this.
them.
There's
Yeah.
an
With
actual
all the
documentary
embellishments
called
intact and everything intact, this is the
Yep.
story with the embellishments there and all of that. So if
Yeah.
they don't watch the Showtime documentary, they're not gonna get the
Then this
real,
is what
the
they're gonna think it
full
The
was.
real,
life
yeah, yeah, the
story.
real, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
They
yeah.
get
You're right.
something that kind of has, little extra stuff, frilly stuff hanging off of it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's real. That's real facts. That's
I
real
mean, there's a
facts, bro.
documentary called The Story of Wu-Tang. And I think
Mhm.
I think it's on maybe it's on Amazon. Because there is of
I,
Mikes and Men. That's the HBO or
I
whatever.
would recommend it's
No.
Showtime. I would recommend
So
that before anything else. It's a 4-part series.
right. Right.
I would recommend
And
that
it's
before
phenomenal.
anything else. I've watched it several times.
Several
It's
times.
a beautiful series. Um,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
Absolutely.
that
would
was a good
recommend
series.
that
Yeah.
before anything else.
Yeah. And for me, this show is like just more woo. You know what I'm saying? Anything for some more woo. That's really what it is for like us old heads, us fans that been fans since the early 90s. It's just some more woo stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some new woo stuff. That's the way I look at it. I don't find it, it's not a great show with great acting and great storytelling. It's just woo merch. You know what I mean? It's just like another
Mhm.
woo poster or t-shirt. It's just more Wu Tang. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that they should do more, like you were saying, Grab, do more uh letting people know. Cause I have heard him several times say this is not real.
And,
It's
and
embellished.
but let's ask the question: do you really think it should be considered like Wu merch? Shouldn't it be? You're telling like the story of my career in life. Like it shouldn't be relegated to. Not saying you are not because you're calling it, but just I agree with you. It is like some Wu merch. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
shouldn't
it's
be
not yeah,
relegated to that because it's their life story. You know what I mean?
right.
Um, it shouldn't be. It's basically a relegated to an after school special. You know what I mean? And that's not
Yeah.
cool. You know what I
Nah.
mean? It shouldn't be that. It should be
And I
taken in higher regard because they came and changed the business aspect of the game.
Yeah.
the
You
game,
know what I
yeah.
Yeah.
mean? not just the mute. You know, they didn't really do too much heavy change with the music. It's still beats and rhymes, just a different, a iller approach towards beat making and rhyme spitting. You know what I mean? But
Right.
the business model, they friggin' kicked the ass of the business model.
Yep.
Yo, kicked the current business model and the traditional business model. They
Not on.
kicked it in the ass, yo, and
Yeah.
sent
Yeah,
it
they did.
away. And everybody that came after them was seeking those type of deals. That's
Those
why they had to
contracts.
say, "Frigate, we gotta lock this down and get this 360 popping," because
Yeah.
these cats are coming with these Wu Tang deals. You know what I mean? Where there's like 10 of them, and they're like, "Yo, yeah, we all signed to this one label, but we all getting these labels together too, and get
Yeah.
money from these labels, and but we
Right.
stay
Right.
with this label." You know what I mean?
Right.
And for the
That's
and
Like
for the
like the
labels,
groundbreaking, man.
yeah, and for the labels, they didn't
Groundbreaking.
have to. Yeah, you would bring your whole talent with you. So like, because a lot of labels are looking for talent, so now you come and they don't have to look for it. So you like, look, I got a deal for you. I got 8 more guys like Boot Camp Click, and when they was rocking, there was a lot of them, man. You was like, yo, like Boot Camp. When you had the Coco brothers who used to be Smith and Wesson. You had Helter Skelter. You had Black Moon. You know what I mean? Then you had Digging in the Crates. You know what I mean? Fat Joe, Lord Finesse, all of
and
them, man.
every group, every
Mm.
collective since then has used that format. Like even today, what you got the ASAP mob or whatever, and these new collectives, and they're on that documentary too, ASAP Ferg and them talking about it. But for those who don't know, what they did was they RZA got them a deal for not only it's the group Wu Tang, but each individual member of the group had their own had a clause
They
where
were
they could
able to go out and get
do their own
solo deals.
solo career, right?
Right,
And
where they
that's
wasn't stuck on a label.
unprecedented.
Yeah,
That was never
yeah.
done before. That was a you know what I'm saying? That's something that now is kind of the norm, but then that was some new shit. You
But
know
you
what I
know,
mean?
Raekwon was quoted as saying that he thinks that that messed the Wu up, like Earl. Like he's saying that he was saying basically they should have did it that way, but they should have waited. Like he said, he think that they dropped the solo albums too early. Like he was
Mhm.
saying,
Mhm.
he think they should have waited maybe another couple years, and then started trickling out the solo albums. But he was saying that it messed up a lot. It messed up a lot of things that the
I
Wu
could
could have
see that.
did.
I could see that because ego would
Yeah,
come into play, and hey, my album is doing shoot. Some of the albums, solo albums, was outselling the Wu
Yeah.
album. You know what I
Yeah,
the
mean?
the
Wu
purple
albums.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
keep
yeah,
the link.
36 Chambers was a build up over years. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it's
yeah.
probably I don't know how many million it's probably at by now, but it was probably a build up over the years. But I'm sure Method Man, that the Cow album probably outsold the 36 Chambers, or a couple of those albums probably did that. You know what I mean?
The
Where they
ODB,
outsold
the Cuban
the
links, the
initial
liquid
album.
sword.
So it creates a thing. It creates a thing where it's like, well, hey, my album did better than the damn group's album. So hey, I'm gonna keep, let me rock with that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So and that creates the tension, you know what I mean? So whereas
Mhm.
when you want to come back and do another album, it's like, for what? I'm killing them by myself over here, you know what I mean? So and then, I got me and my man over here killing them, you know what I mean? Like Ray and Ghost or whatever, or Meth
Yeah.
and Red, whatever. You know what I
You could
mean?
see that
So
happening.
that's very possible. I don't have concrete evidence on whether or not those things actually took place, but it, it it's
It
very
would make
possible.
sense. Yeah, it would make sense to happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you know, Deck, Inspector Deck is one of the members that I think he would have been one of the forefront members, but he ends up becoming what people considered the background members. Like Ghost Ray Meth was the front guys, you know what I mean? And then Jizza RZA, ODB like that. But then like you had Master Killer, Cap, Adonna. But Deck's album was supposed to be the first solo album that they did.
Mm,
It got ruined in the flood. They had because back then, it wasn't like today where everything is uploaded on, digital. Like they had physical tape, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
them physical
yeah.
reel to reels and all of that got
2 inches,
ruined in the
yeah,
flood.
2 inch reels and all that.
Right. So, and that was
Meth's
it. That was
album,
the master.
Meth's
So they
album
had
got Meth's album got ruined in the flood too. Uh, he was in an interview saying that The Takal album we got wasn't the original album they made, and he said that they had to go back and redo it. So he
Mm.
said
Oh wow.
that's why it's so short. He said that's why it's
Yeah,
kind of
I didn't
short.
know that.
Yeah, he said it's kind of short. He said when you listen to Takal, it's kind of short.
But they
But he
probably
said
lost
they
some
kind of
tracks.
yeah. He said they had to rush it too. He said we had to kind of rush it to get it out because
Mm.
everything was already set. And he said
Mhm.
RZA had RZA's studio. He also said RZA's studio was like like the neutral ground. Master Killer said that too. Cause he said some
Yeah.
of them, like, like Ray and Ghost had beef. But he said when you came to the studio, you couldn't have no beef in the studio. Everybody had to be that was like the neutral ground where everybody
Right.
had to get along. And
Oh
he
wow.
was like, yeah, but yeah, Meph's album, I would have loved to have heard Meph's original album. Even Meph said it was better than what they put out. He said what they put out was good, but he said what we made before that was better.
Mhm. Yeah, I
And Deck's
mean,
album, not only was
Deck
Deck,
not
not
coming out
only
for years. He came out like
yeah,
90,
he
what,
came out
97,
99.
99? Yeah,
He
99.
came out
Yeah.
like 98, 99. Yeah. He's supposed to come out like 90, like 95.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's right. When
He
he
got
took
delayed.
them back
He got
over.
delayed about 3 or 4 years.
Mm.
Yeah. And you know
Yeah.
that yeah, that had to cause but Deck is a humble dude, you know what I mean? Like he was able to be cool with that. But yeah, it was a lot of infighting and stuff like that, of course. But back to the show. I mean, the show itself is not gonna show it right now. They're just on the part of I like that they're illustrating and showing people that don't know about the Wu how they came up with 36 chambers, certain things of
Right,
how
right. Now I
certain
do
things
like
went
that. Yeah, yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
could go with
showing
that.
this
I
and
do
that,
like that. Yeah.
little
Yeah, I do like that.
scenes. Yeah, Deck was the main victim of the flood. Shout out DJ the Bass, MTL.
Mm.
Yeah, Deck did have a he got a bad role on that one. But
Mm.
when you break it down, you know, we can't sit there and cry over spilt milk. That's what we got. Now when you take Deck right now with Czarface, he killing it.
Mm.
I own every Czarface album ever got released. And it's
Mm.
he killing it right now with Czarface. And I like it.
Mm.
I like what he's doing. I like the way he brings it. I wish him and you God would get together and put an album together. You
Mm.
know, push it out sort of like Ghost and Ray, but do a
Mhm.
you God and expect the deck type thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And get it popping. That would
My
really,
bad.
But as far as the show, yeah.
It seemed
As
like
far as the show, hmm?
you got a meth with homie. You know he used to hustle with meth. With you got
Yeah,
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 yeah, meth used to hustle with you got.
yeah.
yeah.
And they
I
showed
never
they
knew
showed a
you
little bit
God
of that
enough.
dynamic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I never knew them two was that close. I never knew you God and Meth was as
Yeah.
close as they were. Yeah, they were
Right.
talking about it on Drink Champs, and you
I didn't
God
know
was
that
saying,
Ghost and RZA was like family. I didn't know that they was two of the closest of the members. I always, you always think of Ghost and Ray and then RZA Jizza like that because I knew RZA Jizza and ODB is cousins. They family for real.
Yeah.
But um, Ghostface, is he got a baby by RZA's sister, and they was,
Mm.
like RZA and Ghost, they lived together in Ohio. They like went out of state, like they kicked it. They was close, and I didn't know that. That was something I learned from the show. Yo, shout out Awakened Queen in the building. What's good? What's good? But yeah, man, I don't know. It's a good. It's good for I'm happy about it. Like, I'm not mad at it. I'm happy about the show. I'm glad that kids that young people today is getting to know about the Wu, but I am not happy about what they're learning about the Wu because it's not accurate and it's a lot. I wish they could really get the vibe and really feel what it was like. You know what I mean? And I don't know
you
if
know
it's
what,
the actors or
you know
it
what,
wasn't
like
written well or what.
yeah, you know what, like quick question, Grab.
Uh-huh.
The part of when the Wu came out in New York,
Uh-huh.
the part of New York where you were from,
Mhm.
how was it? Like how was the Wu received?
Um,
Um,
keeping it a buck. When we first we didn't know about the Wu until Protect Your Neck came out. Like we didn't know about the Wu. We didn't know about where I'm at in Mount Vernon. where we
Right.
didn't know about the movie, didn't know about Protect Your Neck. We didn't know about Staten Island being called Shaolin or any of that stuff. So if you peep game, right, what people fail to realize, I'm gonna speak to it right here, right now, is that the Wu and CL had like a little subliminal issue going on. Because CL said on Straighten It Out, more disciplined than a Shaolin monk. And at the time,
Mm,
we didn't know that Staten Island was being called Shaolin.
right.
So they had responded on the mystery of chess boxing. Because I got beef with dudes who sit in Lexus seats with gold teeth, sitting in Lexus seats.
Sitting
Mm,
in the Lexus seat, yeah, with gold teeth, yeah.
Yeah, don't even bother. I got niggas in here who kill niggas' fathers and all that.
right.
So that was the response to that.
Mm,
And then CL responded on a song on Main Ingredient, where he said, with so many styles, he swore the shit was out of Wu Tang. But the samurai CL smooth vibe, be slicing dicing me down when the mic is around. Be careful how you provoke me. This is a chocolate tie or something. Be careful how
right.
you poke me or something like that. And then it never went nowhere from there. And then Pete ended up working with them later on. But yeah, when it was hot. It was hot hip hop. It was dope hip hop. It was like, oh, this is dope. You know what I mean?
Word.
But we never took that, and that was that more disciplined than the Shaolin monk was never intended as a disrespect to Staten Island, to the Wu Tang or the Shaolin. You know what I mean? It was just saying how disciplined the Shaolin monk is. He was saying he's more disciplined than that.
Right, he did.
I mean,
Okay.
but they took it as, we were talking about Shaolin. You know.
Okay. Yeah, because we
But
had a
we,
lot of that
we,
back then.
we definitely, we always dug Wu Tang. Wu Tang is black man staple. You know what I mean? It's this dope hip hop staple. Dope music staple. You know what I mean? They just represented the hood. You know what I mean? And if you can relate to that, you rock with it. You know what I mean? And we can relate to it, so we rock with it. So,
Okay. Yeah, because it was different for everybody. Me coming out of New Jersey, we heard it. Heard it just like, yo, like who? Like I'm from Trenton, so like in Trenton, you had poor righteous teachers. You know what I mean? You had YZ, and they wound up. YZ and PRT had beef for a while, and then they pieced it up. But then you had Wu Tang. Well, you had KRS, and then what's your name had beef, and PRT had beef, but then they pieced it up. But it would be like
you
you're
came
right, Rev.
from
It'd be like
Trenton, right?
people say, yeah,
You heard of a dude named DJ Oxygen?
oxygen. That sounds familiar. I had to look him up. I might even have some. I might hang on.
His name is
Let me check.
Sean Dillon. He's
I
from
might
Trenton.
have because you know what? Because I support a lot of the Trenton guys. Hang
Mhm.
on, man. I might even have. Let me check my archives, and I'll be able to tell you 1 second.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Wu Tang hit
Like
different
DJ
in every
Juice,
region.
DJ Juice was like a prolific figure, a DJ that came out of Trenton. But when we first heard Wu Tang, we was like in New Jersey. It blew up like napalm. I'm gonna keep it a buck
Yeah.
because even that single, like you would see people walk around with that single, like it'd be jokers they ain't got nothing to play it on. They would have a single in their pocket, pull it out, be
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yo, put
The
this in."
cassette
Like, "Yo,
CD.
put this." Yeah, I still got it. They'd be like, "Yo, put
Yeah.
this in. Yo, play
Cassette
this," and
CD.
we just listen because the B side was Method Man. We would listen to that. It was Protect Your Neck, then we flip it over to Method Man. And we just listen to that all
Over and
day.
over
Like,
and
I
over.
mean, over and over. Yeah,
Yep.
all
So you
day.
could get to the album.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was good
yeah. Till you
music.
get to the album. Yeah, it was good music.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
very dope.
remember going and buying it at Ace Records, and I remember when Ace sold out. Like, I had bought it. I had bought one of the
I,
last one. He had them in a box on top of
I,
the
used to,
uh on top of the counter.
I used to think Meth was Italian. The way he pronounced his words on Method Man, the way he pronounced his
Right.
words, I thought he was an Italian dude at
Yeah,
first. Like,
that's
dude,
crazy.
Italian or something?
All right.
Yeah, I
But
remember we wanted to
he just
see
got
him.
that
Yeah,
strong
we wanted to
southern
see him and
accent.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Like I
was mad
thought, yeah,
mysterious.
yeah, they was
Yeah,
mad
everybody
mysterious.
mad
Yeah,
mysterious.
we wanted to
Everybody
see
had like
him.
theories and
Yeah.
shit.
But then
Yeah,
Grab, you got to watch. Like me and you got to watch Video Music Box.
Yeah,
Whereas in Lee and Reno, they didn't get that.
yeah, we
So
didn't
right.
like
get that
we
in the South.
saw, yeah, like we would watch videos of artists 6 months, a year before they hit
Yeah.
Well, I
BT
mean,
or
we had it.
MTV.
We
When
had
they
it
played
because people
when
would
they
have
played the
VHS
Protect Your
tapes.
Neck video, it still had the little TCR numbers on it.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he did. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
like
No, we
the
had that. Like we had DJs that would come from New York, and because Florida and New York got a connection. It's just something about
yeah.
a lot of people in
Remember
Florida is
Jimmy?
from New York and back and forth.
Yeah, remember
And
Jimmy told us that's the sixth borough of New York,
right,
Florida.
right, right.
Yo, I
I
gotta
mean,
get yo, I gotta hop, yo, I gotta go holler at
okay,
Tigers
All
joint.
right.
I'm gonna
right,
run up.
right.
Thank y'all for having me as always,
Yo,
man.
Oh man,
thank
Appreciate
you
thank
for
you for
y'all.
coming
coming,
through,
Grap,
man.
man.
Thank you
Thank you
for
for coming
coming.
through, Grap, man. Word up.
No
Where's
doubt,
gone?
no doubt. I'll see
Word.
y'all. I'll try to holler at you guys next week, man.
Bet
All right.
next Monday, bro.
Peace. Peace,
All
Grap.
right,
All right.
peace.
One.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's you could like the show for its merits, or you could hate the show because it's just not a great show as far as shows go. But for me, as a Wu Tang fan, like anything Wu, I'm gonna consume it.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
just gonna
embrace it.
consume it.
Oh, I embrace it, Reno. I do.
Got to.
But I do, but I'm allowed to complain. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
embrace
That's
it.
what I'm saying. We
Yeah.
could sit up
Am I
here and
gonna
talk
watch it?
shit
Yeah.
because
But I'm going
we
to
can't
embrace it. I'm gonna
we
watch it.
can't
Nah,
matter of
nah.
fact,
I
I mean,
can't diss the Woo.
you already
I
know I'm
can't
Wu
diss the
Tang.
Woo. Yeah. I'm
Mhm.
going to embrace it. I'm allowed to complain. But
Right.
am I gonna watch it? Yes, yes, I am. Am I gonna check it out? Of course, of
I'm
course.
gonna watch it.
Am I gonna get if they come out with a soundtrack and RZA and the Clan is on it for the TV show? Am I gonna buy it? Hell yeah, I'll be there at
Hell
midnight.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But don't by no means don't take my small you know displeasures with certain things as a like I hate it. Like like I ain't hating on it.
Right.
I'm allowed to voice my displeasures, but
Right.
I do support the Wu and every. I done put their kids through college. I got so many Wu albums. I done put all their
Yeah.
kids through college. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Lee,
You
what
know.
and so OG and being in Cali, and I love having, people from different regions in here. So
Oh
being
yeah,
from
yeah,
Cali,
yeah.
what was the Wu Tang?
What
How
was it
how
like
was
for
the Wu-
you?
see? I got cousins that's from Cali, like that came
Well,
over, and they just knew ODB. Like that was what they was like. Yo, that ODB cat crazy, kind of shit. But they
see,
didn't
like
really know it. No, they kind of made fun of it a little bit. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
for me specifically, I can tell you it was when the single was out, the Protect Your Neck Method Man. You talking about?
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Mhm.
still got mine. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
still got mine. Yeah.
And it's like, and I can tell you exactly this. We were at Tower Records in Fresno, and my homeboy Danny was the first out of my group of homeboys, was the first person that mentioned them when we were in Tower Records. We're passing by the single display, and he goes, hey, check it out, cuz, check it out. And I look, he goes, you trip on them yet? Wu Tang Clan, man, Wu Tang Clan. And Danny's because he was from Salinas, but he was always over here, like back and forth thing or whatever. But
Right.
and he's like, yeah, man. He goes, you got to check him out, man. And I'm like, all right. So I bought it.
Yeah.
So like went around, finished, went back out, got in my ride, man. I put it in. That shit was sick as fuck, man. Like,
Oh,
like
stop.
straight out remember that. Like, damn. And he goes, man, he goes, they're tight, huh? They're tight. And I'm like, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. I'm like, is this it? And he goes, yeah. He goes, the other side's dope too. He goes, Method Man, Method Man. And I'm like, all right, all right.
Mhm.
Plays, flips over, fucking plays. Like, damn, man, just to be just, hey, you get off my play. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, this dude's dope as fuck. And he goes, yeah. He goes, he's part of them. He's part of them. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. And then when
Yeah. I'm glad you said that, Lee, because a lot of people didn't think that Meth was part of the group when they came out. Because when they
came out,
dropped the Method Man video, it was just him. It was just him. It was no really. I think it might have been one or two other clan members in the video, but it was just mostly Meth
hey,
when they shot that video.
I remember going to the Bay, right? It was me and my boy Jose, and we're going up to the Bay, and we're listening like to the radio. You know, get up there, we're listening to the hip hop station and shit, and I just hear this beautiful piano playing, man. And then my boy Jose goes, "Oh man," he goes, "Do you know this song, man? Wu Tang Clan, man, Cream." And I'm
Word.
like, "Nah, man." And then the guy's like, "This is that new Wu Tang song." He goes, "Cream," and he plays it, man. And I'm just like, "Oh fuck!" And that's when like eventually I get the album 36. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
because forever I just had that fucking single, man, and I would just listen to that back and forth, you know,
Yeah.
like
you,
and
you rocked the single, huh?
yeah, man, and same thing with my boy Danny, because over here we had a show called The Box, and you call
Okay.
and it's like 50 cents a call or $1 a call, whatever, and you request videos and then fucking play them. You know what I
Right.
mean? And Danny was the first one that he would play Wu Tang videos and shit like that, and the Akeem video. The first time I seen it was because my boy Danny, you
Okay.
know, and it's like this is crazy, man. Like, and he's like, man, that's them, and they just like hooked. You know what I'm saying? Like, just hooked on him, man.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
still got my first 36 Chambers tape too, and Takao, I still got that, man.
I would love to see
Wow.
I would love to have rather the protect your neck, the white label
Oh
promo, you know what I
man.
mean, with the hand drawn sword and all of that. If anybody had that, man, I would love to see that. But
The Wu Tang joint? Oh, with
yeah, like the
the album
original
cover?
promo, the white cover with the drawn sword on it. That was like the
I gotta
first.
dig it up, man. I got it. I
Yeah,
gotta dig it up. I got it, but I had
yeah,
to
you
dig it up.
gotta see. I don't know if I had that shit, it'd be in a glass case some damn where with a spotlight on it. Shit,
I'll send that shit to
Reno,
CGC, man.
word.
Reno, my
I
joy,
I'd
my
have
I
it
know where.
CGC
I think I
slabbed and
know
shit.
where it's at, man. It's in my. I got a tape case, a little tape joint. It's about this long, and it's got a bunch of singles in it. It's just nothing but single cassettes, and I know it's in there, but I got about three of them. I got about three or four of them. I just don't know which one it's in, but I know I got it. I just gotta dig it out, man. That's
Yeah,
all.
gotta see that. Gotta see that, man. That's like a artifact, man. That's a
Hey, that's like an
uh,
action number one. That's like
Yeah,
a
yeah, that
yeah,
is.
B.
That is
For
actually.
real.
You know, they printed from what I was reading and some of the interviews I seen with them. They printed that up themselves. They had, they
Yeah.
literally printed
Well,
up
yeah,
that,
you could
themselves.
tell, and like mathematics drew that, that you could tell his style too, because, and that's another cool thing that they did in the show. What up, Spadeonomics? What's good, my brother? Spade in the
Spade.
building. Channel 187 was good. Shout out Comic Dudes. But yeah, like you saw in the show mathematics create the Wu-Tang logo. You know what I mean? That iconic just boom, that W, you know what I mean? Like you can see, look at it. It's almost like he took a marker, and you can tell by the shapes of the top. See how the middle part got a flat top to it, but it's kind of curved. So you could tell that he took like a flat
Yeah.
angled marker, you know what I mean, and
Yeah, man, and drew that joint. Yeah.
something real simple. And but you get to see in the show how he was coming with all these drawings of like, you know, dudes chopping heads off and ninjas and all of it. I mean, he was getting mad detail with it, but they kept trying to like explain to him, nah, this has to be like a simple, like a logo. You know what I mean? It can't be too detailed and all of that. Like I always felt the Death Row logo was too detailed. You know what I mean? The guy in the electric chair, it's iconic now, but it was too detailed. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Just it wasn't like the Woo symbol. You know what I mean? Like they said they wanted something like the bat signal. You know what I mean? Shout out Cooks 24 in the house. He about to roll up in here and kick it with us.
Hey,
Cooks.
But yeah,
yes.
they wanted it to be like the bat symbol.
Who's over here whining?
And you see in the movie, or not the movie, the video of their first single from Wu Tang Forever, the double CD. That's how they got it. They got it shining like the Wu Tang, like the bat symbol.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like the spotlight shining up, and like Takeda sings, and the Wu Tang sign appears in the sky. Yo, she's so dope, bro. Takeda is the illest voice. Like that shit is iconic, and you just see that logo in your head. You know what I mean? And But getting to see little things like that, I like about the show. You know how they show like I said, mathematics coming up with that logo, and RZA being like, here, just giving him half of his rent. No, he gave him his whole rent. They was trying to figure out Power and Divine is trying to figure out, who's gonna pay him and how much are we gonna they don't want to pay him again because they've already paid him, and he keeps doing these, shits that ain't working. And he's like, well, y'all need to pay me. And so they go off to talk about it, and RZA walks in, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm just waiting on them to pay me. And RZA's like, here, man, and he just gives him his rent that he was trying to come up with that whole time to pay their rent. And he just gave him the rent to create the Wu logo. But man, can you imagine how pissed would you be? Like how bad would you be kicking yourself that you didn't write up some sort of contract that, to get paid off that logo you created? Like he might have got
I
like
don't. I
500
don't.
bucks, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they. I don't think they really they looked at it like that back then.
Well,
I think it
they
was just
talked
a
about it,
thing.
but they didn't look at it back then. Yeah, but they talked
Yeah,
about it.
because I know Ghost was saying I watched it a John where Ghost was talking. He said that the Wu symbol when they use it, they actually like RZA gets paid for it every time they. It's like they rent it. Like they don't like every time they use the Wu symbol, they have to pay for it. Like they can't just like
Like they
splash
got
the
to
Wu
pay
symbol.
RZA.
Yeah, like RZA gets a piece of that. He gets a because the symbol RZA is. I guess RZA owns the symbol copyright wise. So
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
whoever,
Like
yeah, like they
mathematics.
don't get it. Basically, they don't get it for free when they slap their Wu
Yeah.
Tang symbol on something
And like, you got
and
Method Man takes the Wu symbol and he turns it upside down.
upside down.
And
Yeah,
that's
and then
his M. And then Jizza turns it
yeah,
on the side and puts the little thing
yeah,
on it.
and put the
And
G.
he makes the
They all did.
G.
Yeah, they all do something different with it. Yeah, they all do
Right.
something different with it. But
Yeah, man. Deck,
they all got to pay for
he
using
makes
it.
the
Yeah, they all
E.
got to pay for using it.
Yeah. Deck has the E, the letter E in his name. Deck. He's got the Wu Tang symbol
Yeah, he's got the
turned
Wu Tang symbol.
sideways
Yeah,
as the E. Yeah. I
yeah,
love how they do
Raekwon.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Raekwon. The W in his name is the Wu symbol
Right.
most of
Right.
the time.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
and then
Yeah.
you got the U
Mm-hmm.
instead of being like the U and it's the Wu symbol and then it's God. You know,
Cook said share the live. What do you mean, bro? It's in your email, bro. Check your email. The
Master
link is
Killer
in your
200.
email.
Okay.
Master
what
Killer got
happened?
what?
Yeah, Master Killer. His is the M is upside.
The
It's the
M.
like Method Man's, and then his
Right.
K is like chipped out K.
Yeah, like a Wu Tang symbol. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
man.
but I never always thought that when they used it, like it was just their all their symbol, but it's not. They were saying that RZA owns the symbol
Oh yeah.
and they pay to use it. Like they pay to use it.
Yeah,
So
man. As soon as Cooks get in here, we're gonna do a top 5 debate, y'all. We're gonna go over like top 5 hip hop albums, top 5 MCs, top 5 producers, top 5
yeah,
comic books,
that's a
top
lot.
5 comic characters, you know what I mean? All the top 5s. And sort of debate that, you know what I mean? Have a little debate with
Okay,
the
have a
chat.
little debate about it with the chat.
With the
All right,
chat. So everybody that's watching right now, you know what I mean? All 10 of y'all, uh when we do this, we're gonna say top 5, hip hop albums. Everybody write down, and we're gonna write down our top 5. Y'all go ahead, throw it in the chat. I mean, and we just gonna have a discussion about top 5s right now. That's the theme of today's show. Waiting on
top
Cook.
five.
But in the meantime, Stu, please tell us about the Titans, the Teen Titans. No,
The show?
Suicide Squad. What is it? The
Oh, Suicide Squad,
Is that what it is?
the comic,
The
Suicide
comic
Squad
run.
comic.
Yeah, the comic
Yes,
run.
OG Lee. Have you been reading Suicide Squad? I know you have.
No, I have not. Suicide Squad. I have.
Ah,
OG Lee. All right. The current run of Suicide Squad is phenomenal right now. It's really off the chain. You have Amanda Waller, who is literally recruiting certain villains and heroes if she can get them and swing them her way, to join the squad because she has a hidden agenda that nobody knows, not even the reader. The reader doesn't even know. All we know is that she wants to take over Earth too somehow, and she needs a certain.
The
She
Waller
needs
wants to
a.
take over Earth too.
She wants to take over Earth too, and damn near succeeded. So the comic that Reno's holding up right there is the one where they captured Red X, and Red X gets into Bell Rev, their base. He gets into their base, and then he breaks out. But Red X tells him, like, look, he's telling the squad, like, look, she wants me to join you guys because she actually sent a squad to capture Red X to have him work for the squad. But he winds up escaping. And before he escapes, he tells him, like, look, she's got an ulterior motive. And she's going to meet that motive, even if she has to kill you guys to do it. And so Peacemaker is pretty much the most loyal one out of all of them. But Rick Flag figures out that she's up to something crazy. He tries to stop her and she locks him up. But before Red X whole plan was to free Rick Flag. And that's why he let the squad capture him. Squad captures him. He releases every inmate in the prison. Boom. But it was a diversion so that he could release Rick Flag. Him and Rick Flag get away. Amanda Waller's mad. And she was like, I knew it. She was like, I knew it. I knew that's what he came for. But she was like, there was no way I could really stop him. So now they have a clone of Superboy working for Amanda Waller. And the real Superboy, well, for a while we thought it was Superboy, but then we come to find out it was a clone. So there's a clone of Superboy working for Amanda Waller that they received from Earth 2.
Now is that Superboy? Is that Jonathan Kent?
No. We're talking about the Superboy. He calls himself something Kent. The one with the black
Jonathan
T-shirt.
Kent.
The one that's the clone of Lex Luthor that has the Lex Luthor DNA.
Okay.
That has the Lex Luthor DNA mixed with the Kryptonian.
Jonathan Kent's the one that just came out as gay.
Tomorrow he will.
Oh, okay. That issue hasn't come out yet. Okay.
No, it hasn't come out yet. Yeah, that'll come out tomorrow.
Nice. Okay.
We spoiled it for everybody, but don't worry, we're still good.
Nah, it's all over the internet, man. It's all over the internet. There's a big,
and
everybody's
what's your name is?
Everybody's upset about it.
Yeah, what's your name supposed to be coming out as gay too? Aqualad.
Is that really right?
What is it? What is it?
Aqualad, and it's called, and the show is called. I mean, the comic is going to be called. It's already out. Should be out. It's called Aqualad Becoming.
Oh, is that a surprise? He said, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well,
everybody rags.
I mean,
everybody rags on the Atlanteans in the DC universe. But
yo, welcome Cooks24 in the building. We can't see him, but he's right there.
What's up,
Cooks,
y'all? What's going on, man?
Cooks, man, what you got going on? You got the blue light on, man. Uncle Blue, man, you got smoke rising in the background. What's going on?
Hey, just you know what I'm saying. Just taking safety precautions. That's all. Taking safety precautions.
I see, man.
It is Halloween. Halloween
Cooks.
coming.
All right, Cooks. Okay.
OG, Lee, you know what I mean? The Green Lantern himself. Shoot all. You know what I mean?
What's going on? What's going on?
Sorry, y'all for being late. How's everybody doing?
Everybody's doing good.
Yeah,
we were just talking about the Cooks pick of the week, which is the Suicide Run from 1 to number 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Suicide Squad.
And where did where y'all get that from? Like what made
you go to your local? Oh, you can go to your local comic shop, man. Actually,
nah, he was saying what made us talk about it. Why are we talking about it?
Well, Suicide Squad is probably one of the hottest comics DC has out there right now.
Okay.
It's a hot comic. It's a hot book. That cover that Reno just had, those are covers that pay homage to the trading cards. It's called a trading card. Yeah, so when you see those covers, grab those. Those are the collector's covers. Those are the ones you want to collect. Yeah.
All right. Dope.
We were talking about how Amanda Waller and them they cloned Superboy. They call him Match. His name is Match, and they captured Red X. And right now, the squad is trying to figure out what Amanda Waller's up to. But we only know one thing thus far is that she wants to take over Earth 2.
Okay.
Which is dope because she actually sent what's his Idris Elba's character?
Bloodsport.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bloodsport. Yeah.
she sends Bloodsport to Earth too. He runs into Superman, and you know how they get to teleport him weapons. And so he says, "Look, I need the big gun." And he's fighting Ultraman, and he knows that that's the version that's Earth 2's version of Superman. So he goes and shoots him with this kryptonite bazooka. But what he doesn't know is that green kryptonite makes Ultraman stronger. He snorts it like cocaine. So he
Right.
shoots him with it. And Ultraman snorts it all. He just snorts it all up. And he says, "Yup." He says, "Where'd you get this high grade kryptonite from?" It's like,
The Lobo smokes it.
yeah. So he's like, "Yo, where'd you get this from?" And so now Bloodsport's looking like, "Yo, this is supposed to stop him. Like this only made him stronger." But he doesn't know that blue kryptonite is what makes Ultraman weak. Ultraman's weak to blue kryptonite and not green. So
Uh,
yeah. So he shot him with a green kryptonite bazooka, and they the last issue. That's how they ended it off. So
mm,
I think that was issue 6, but issue 7, they got the squad going to hell as of right now to retrieve something that Amanda Waller needs, and basically all we know is she's trying to take over Earth too, but we don't know why. But it's a hot comic right now. If you guys can get it, read it. Let me know what you think. And the annual is, I think the annual, read the annual before you read issue 7. So when you get to issue 6, read the annual, then read issue 7.
mhm.
Word up. I'm with it.
So yeah, man. And now that Cooks is here, man, we gonna do this top 5 debate, this healthy debate. It always gets fun, man, when we talk top 5s. But uh I want the people in the chat, man, y'all that's here to join in with us. We gonna do
So
do
I can
y'all
see
have pen and paper?
turn that back on.
Y'all got anything you can write with? Pen and paper or
Mm-hmm.
something? All right.
Yeah, I got something.
All right. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say what we're gonna talk about, what's the top 5 of what, and then we're gonna all write down our top 5, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right. So the first up is top 5 hip hop albums. So everybody in the chat,
Wow,
give
top
us your
5 hip
top
hop.
5
Wow,
hip hop albums.
wow.
Yes,
Are you
this is
serious?
gonna be tough.
And now listen, now I'm gonna add a twist to it. Like I want it to be 5 hip hop albums that you personally love from beginning to end. So Stu, what I'm
All
saying
right.
is, what album from the West you know that you can play from number 1 intro to the outro without changing the song, just letting it play. Don't say it now though. What album from the
Oh,
South can you do that? What album from the East can you do that? What album from the Midwest can you do that? You know what I'm saying?
okay. All
So
right.
we're gonna do top 5 of each region.
Yeah, might as well.
That you
That's
know
a
what
lot,
that
though.
you know what that makes sense, Cooks. I respect that
What if
more.
we just do one album from each region?
That's what he's saying.
That's what I just
Okay.
said.
Yeah, that's what he
Okay.
said.
So
He said
it's
one album from each region.
That's like 20 albums, bro.
I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. We doing top 5. So if we do 5 from each region, that's too many. But if we do one of each, then that's still only 4. So that's not.
How about if we do
So
top
let me
5?
let me
How
let
about
me
we do
finish.
top 5 like Cook said, but you got to pick your top 5 from whatever region in the whole US.
Yeah,
No two albums from any region. One from each region. But you can
Right, but
only
it's
pick
only
5.
4 regions.
that you like. Feel what I'm
But it's
saying?
only 4 regions though. We got
So
No, it ain't,
number
South,
man.
5,
Midwest,
so
East,
but
and West.
listen. Number 5
Don't
is
don't
the
feel.
wild card. That's whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All
Or we
right.
could just say, is anybody from Europe, because there's a lot of dope European MCs.
Well,
It
Corey
depends.
Adger just put his up. He said, "Criminal Minded." Well, all right. Here, just write down your 5. Write down your 5
All
albums from whatever
right,
region,
all right,
and we
top
gonna
five.
chop them up. Top 5 albums. Your favorite. Now, these are not what you consider everyone else to agree with as the top 5 albums. Like, you're not trying to pick what you think everyone's gonna say. Yeah, that's the top album. You pick your personal 5.
You put it up. Oh, you telling me to pull it up on YouTube? What you doing?
So everybody, give us that personal.
You said top. You said now. You said from beginning to end.
Yeah, you know
Your
that.
top
You know what I
5
mean?
favorite
I know you got one because
albums
it's
that you
your
love.
jam, it's your album. You know what I mean? It's that what you know what I mean.
Still gonna pick the Black album. I already know.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna pick that.
You
That's
already
my
know.
number one album right there.
Can we pick that one album 5 times? The Black album.
Word.
Well, y'all want me to jump off of this stream today, don't y'all?
Just go home.
Uh,
It's hard, man, picking 5 albums, man. But man,
What, man?
mine all from New York right now. Shit.
That's your hey, that's you though.
I gotta.
You're saying one from each region, right?
It don't have to be. It don't have to be. Because it's only 4 regions. But yeah, you could do
You know
one
what
from
I'm
each
saying?
region.
That's how I'm gonna do mine. That's because it's easy for me. I know it. So however you want to do, but I'm gonna do mine like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick one from every area at least. Man, what's
that's kind of hard, you know, man.
it is, man. Just do
One from
what
every
you
area.
do what you want to do.
You know
One
what I
from
mean?
well, nah, I ain't gonna say it's hard. I got it. I can actually pick one from each region.
You can do it.
I got you. I got you.
Okay. All right. I got me. Oh wait. Yo, wait.
One, two, three, 4.
Okay.
And my 5th one would be
Sneaky.
No, I can't do it, man. Cause I could have did 5 Wu Tang albums.
all right. I'm ready. Let's get it popping. I'm ready. Let's get it popping around here. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready. In the chat, man. Let's see
Let's see your top 5.
several
Yeah,
people in
your
here,
top
man.
5.
Everybody, please.
Let's see your top 5. Yeah, participate. We ain't got nothing else better to do. Participate.
That's what we here to do, man. We just kicking it. Let's just hang out with the boys, man. That's all. Chop it up with us.
Yeah.
Be part of the crew. Have a discussion.
We having a healthy discussion.
What is CTFW? I mean CTFU.
Cutting the F up.
Cutting the F
Cutting
up?
the fuck up. Yeah, cutting the F up.
That one. Corey said Reno, let's do what I said.
Well, me and him probably got the same albums. We probably got the same album. Yeah.
Oh nah. So Corey's is Criminal Minded by KRS.
Yep, that's mine. Yeah.
Long Live the Kane by Kane. Lee Daddy Kane. Reasonable Doubt. That's on my list. Straight Outta Compton and Fear of a Black Planet.
Ooh, that's a hard
5.
That's a strong 5. You could be stranded on the island with just that 5 right there.
And that's kind of how me and Cooks came up with this. It was I think it was a meme that it was if you were stranded on an island, what would be the 5 albums you'd want to have with you? If you was quarantined or stuck on an island or whatever, you just had to be. You could only listen to one or it was one album actually. But yeah, if you had 5 albums, like these are the albums that you would want to listen to over and over for years, if you had to.
And only these albums. Turn them off.
He said, "Wait a minute now." He said, "Wait a minute now. I don't know if I can listen to them forever now. I mean, you might get me once. You might get me twice a year,
but I still listen to these 5 albums.
Yeah.
I still do.
Nah, the 5 that Corey put up, those are
Really dope album.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
dope
those are
albums.
dope.
Those are
That's a
yeah,
strong five.
that's triple A list. That's triple A list albums right there. Corey,
Word.
you got good taste in music, sir. You got good taste in music.
Yes, sir. And if you got listen, man, if you are in this, if you're watching right now and you can type, please type your top 5 albums in the chat. But so all right, so Corey has it. We got Criminal Minded, Long Live the Kane, Reasonable Doubt, Straight Outta Compton, and Fear of the Black Planet. OG Lee, what's your 5?
Oh,
Show your 5.
well,
Bam.
I did region wise, right?
Okay.
East Coast, I did Yo Bum Rush the Show.
Nice.
Mm,
West Coast, I did Act a Fool.
mm,
Nice.
Down South, I did Grip It on That Other Level. Real early Ghetto Boys.
Mm-hmm.
mm.
For Midwest, I did Absolute Power, Take 9.
Nice, nice.
And the 5th album I picked was Criminal Minded.
Wow. So 2 Criminal Minded so far. Imagine that. All right. Hell yeah. All right, Cooks. What's your 5?
All right. Well, I got my wild card is
No PM Dawn, Cooks. No PM Dawn.
Soul Survivor, Pete Rock, the Pete Rock album, '98.
Nice. Nice.
For the South, for me, for Cook, it was Goody Mob Cell Therapy.
Ooh, yes.
From front to back, I wouldn't change one thing.
Not at all.
Now, for the West, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what you think. One album that I could play from front to back was Dog Food by Dog Pound.
Nice.
Okay.
That's the yo.
Like, to this day, I can still put it in and just let that play from front to back.
Mad underrated. Mad underrated.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Nas Illmatic for the East.
That's on mine.
You know what I'm saying? And if I'm missing one, Mystery of Chess Boxing.
Wait.
If
I'm
I'm
Liquid
missing
Swords or Mystery Chess Box. That's the album?
He mean 36 Chambers.
36 Chambers.
36 Chambers. Gotcha. All right. All right. Stu Dog, what's your 5? I get to go last.
Listen, man, y'all better sit down and all. Y'all better sit down and all get ready to bow down to this list right here. All right.
School us.
All right. We got 3 Criminal Mindeds in the house.
Once again.
Ice Cube's first album, America's Most Wanted. America KKK's Most Wanted.
That's
classic.
Yeah. Das Effect's first album.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. NWA's NW. That's They Want Effects.
All right.
NWA's second album without Ice Cube. I can bump that straight through.
Which one was that?
Niggas for Life.
Niggas for Life? All right.
It's okay. It's
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 4. OG Lee, man. You was like, hold up, man. What's going on, OG Lee? What's up?
We have discrepancy.
It's a good selection, man. It's a good selection.
Yeah, and last but not least, Scarface's first album, The Diary.
The
Diary is
super
nice. Yeah. You can't front on that. You can't front on that right there. There's nobody in America. Yeah, the fix was good.
Crazy.
Yeah, the fix was good. Fix was crazy. But The Diary, that first one called with, Mr. Scarface walking up the block. Yeah, bruh. Listen, you can't front on that. OG Lee going back right now. OG Lee about 19 right now. He about 19 right now. Yeah, I mean, Cook's about 21 right now. When I said that list, I'm about 21 right now.
I tried to go regional after the fact, but I started off with like 5 New York albums. But my first is Reasonable Doubt, which is, I think, been up here twice. We got the Purple Tape, Only Built for Cuban Links, mandatory. Illmatic, And for the South, I did Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music by Outkast.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah, we know that's strong.
Yeah.
And
That's
I went
strong.
Midwest. For the Midwest, I had to do Thuggish Ruggish Bone.
Oh, nice.
First Thuggish Ruggish Bone album. So that's so all right. So who do we have multiples on? We have multiples on Criminal Minded. We have multiples on Reasonable Doubt. We have
Illmatic.
multiples on Illmatic.
And we got one Mr. Scarface's back album, which is a bona fide classic because nobody gives Scarface props. I don't care who you say.
He's
Nobody gives
definitely
Scarface props.
he's
That's-
underrated. I mean, he's not brought up enough.
On the album that I picked, right, for the South, Grip It on the Other Level, hey, that's when he was still going by DJ Action, and he does the
Yeah.
song Mr. Scarface for the first time as his like side nickname.
Right.
It's on that
Yeah.
album. Like,
And that
which a lot
alias
of people don't
became
know
his
that.
name.
DJ Action.
Yeah.
That was the name, man.
Yeah, I remember he used to call himself DJ Action all the time. Yeah.
And y'all pick up Scarface, Diary of a Madman. It's a phenomenal book.
Oh, okay.
Gotta read that. Gotta read that. Y'all check this out. A few books y'all should definitely check out. Is this? Check out this. You should check out Prodigy's book, and you should check out Rakim's Don't Sweat the Technique. You gotta read Diary of the Wu. You gotta read the Wu Tang Manual, and you gotta read Raekwon's new joint he just came out with. That is dope. But those are some phenomenal books right there. Read all those. Those are dope.
The audio book. Okay.
Yes, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Almost every book I read is audio. I mean, ain't no shame in my game. I'll read the audio book. I read the audio book and the physical book just to make me sink, so it'll sink in and shit.
Okay.
But be reading along with it while I'm listening to it. But try to really absorb. But all right, so yeah, man, we got Criminal Minded, Illmatic, and Reasonable Doubt as an official. They got to be official top 5 because they was picked several times.
Yeah.
What
So
else?
what we got? What was besides Criminal Minded? What was picked more than once? NWA.
Illmatic,
Okay,
Illmatic,
Illmatic.
and
NWA. Right?
Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
But yes, let's talk about Cell Therapy, bro. Cooks' 5 was crazy. Soul Survivor, Pete Rock.
That's my
Yo, I ain't even think about that.
every song.
Nah, me either. And that was a hot album. That was a
Yeah,
hot album. Yeah, that was hot.
Dog Food was crazy. Like I remember, bro, Dog Food was our joint. Dog Food was our joint. The bomb.
I didn't.
I mean,
You know what, Reno? I like dog food more now than I did back then.
I loved
Like
it back then.
back then I was kind of 50-50 with it. But
Corrupt.
now when I listen to it, I love it.
Yeah, listen to it now. Listen to it again. Dog
No, I
Food,
did.
y'all
No, I
check
have.
out.
No, I
Yeah.
have. No, I did, and I like it more. I like it more now than I did back when it came out.
Right. Nah, that's valid because we was just talking, me and Cooks was just talking the other day. I wasn't into Mobb Deep in the 90s.
Nah.
Nah,
No?
I mess with them now, but I'm one of those minorities who was not really into Mobb Deep. Like it just
Tell him, man. Come on.
Reno,
ain't
man.
no shame. Look, I fuck with them now. You know what I mean? But at the time, Mobb Deep was just one of those groups that it wasn't. I didn't get into them. I didn't hate on them or nothing. I wasn't like not down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no problem with them. It's
You're
just
just
I just
about them.
you can't listen to everybody. You know what I mean? At some point, you got it's some people you just didn't listen to. That's just one I didn't listen to. That is not that a lot of people are like, for real? You know what I mean? That's one of those wow, really type moments. But yeah, I read Prodigy's book, man. That's for real. But yeah, Mobb Deep is dope. Mobb Deep is dope. But I didn't. That's just what I'm saying. Is just I didn't rock with them then. So just like you liking Dog Food now, you wasn't really feeling it back then. But Corrupt and Daz, Nate Dogg on them motherfucker. Yo,
I got these solo albums. Yeah, I actually have their solo albums, the Daz Dillinger and the Corruption. I actually had these solo albums.
Corruption's a dope ass album, man. Like,
Corrupt is a
yeah.
serious MC, bro.
Still, man, that album like hella holds up, man.
Yeah, and he gets a lot of props, like in the East Coast, for being a dope lyricist.
He does. He does. He really does.
He's known, like,
Well, he's
for
from.
being
He's
a West
He's
Coast,
originally from Philadelphia or something
right?
like that. He's from the East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it's a few West Coast rappers from like I mean Pac. You know what I mean? People think
Yeah,
of
Pop.
Pac as a West Coast rapper, but of course he's from
He's really from the East. Yeah.
Baltimore. Yeah,
Don't
even the
forget DJ
Outlaws.
Muggs.
The
Yeah. Don't
Outlaws.
forget. Yeah.
DJ
Yeah.
Muggs.
Outlaws.
J
DJ
Mud.
Muggs is he's from either Queens or Manhattan. He's from New York though. He's from one of the two.
783. Remember them?
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember 783. Yeah.
I still have that tape too, man. And like, yeah, it was
That
him.
joint was.
And them two dudes from Brooklyn, but they came out here and they did that album, Coolin' in Cali.
Mm.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now let me ask you something, OG Lee. Do you ever run into the Booyah Tribe?
Like in person, do I? Or like, do I know who they are? Or?
Oh, we just want to know because we haven't heard from the Booyah Tribe in a while, man.
Oh, a lot of them are like no longer here, man.
Nah, you serious?
Yeah, a lot of them passed away, man.
And nobody said nothing, man. That's kind of foul, man. Like, because you know the Booyah Tribe, man, they got their spot in hip hop.
Hey, they were dope. Man. Booyah Tribe.
Yeah.
King Roscoe, Mozilla, Godfather, Gangsta Rid. They were dope, bro.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, Booyah Tribe, man.
Another group I don't know about. I ain't mess with Booyah Tribe.
Yeah.
Whoa, how'd you doing? Whoa. Hey, Cooks.
You don't know who they are, Reno?
You never heard of Booyah Tribe?
They're Poland's, man. And they're like
Cooks,
X.
you know about them?
I have to refresh my memory.
Yeah, I mean, I might know about them, but you had to. I had to play something, play a song. I might be like, oh yeah,
Raid. Like that was Raid. God, man.
Yo, we got 9 people in here right now, and nobody but Corey is doing their top 5 up in the chat.
It might be hard for him, man. It might be hard for him. Do a top 5, man. It might be hard, man.
It'll be, man. Well, we gonna do. All right, so let's move on into the next top 5. So the next top 5, y'all, is your MCs. So give us your top 5 MCs, whatever region, whatever era. It might be you might put Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. Whatever era, it don't matter. Give us your top 5, and please in the chat, join us and give us your top 5 MCs that you listen to. Your favorite top 5.
Top 5 MCs. That's a hard one, Reno, man. It's so many.
Yeah,
man. Can I put the same MC 5 times?
Like Method Man? Deck.
Sure. Mine would just be Chris.
I'm gonna say that anyway.
Oh no, man, I have to go with. All right, man. Hang on.
I have an interchangeable on my 5. So you can have an interchange. You know what I'm saying? I have an interchangeable. Like, number 5, it changes sometimes. So,
you said top 5.
I'm gonna play fair, and I'm gonna pick one or the other. So
hey, because legit, my top 5 has like 32 MCs in it that I'll always say, oh, they're in my top 5. They're like,
yes,
you know what I mean? But
right.
But for this, yes, 5. Picked 5.
Let's pick 5. Y'all in the chat, top 5 MCs. Put them in the chat.
Top 5. That's a hard one, man, because you can't narrow it down. You can't really narrow it down to just 5, bro. Like,
I love seeing people's top 5 because I mean, when it, don't give us what you think are the top 5 best lyricists in the world, or like what you feel
personal
known as the best top 5.
So you want the top
these
5
are your
best,
personal
top 5 best we ever heard.
No, not top 5 greatest MCs in the world. That's not what
No,
we're
no,
trying to
I
figure out.
said the top 5 you
Your
ever heard.
favorite.
Your
Yeah,
your
your
favorite, the
favorite.
top
Your
5, the
favorite.
best ones you ever
Yeah.
heard.
What you like?
You ever heard, or the ones that you love the most, the one that you'll rock with if you had to go on an island and you could only have the albums of 5 MCs, who would those 5 be?
It's crazy.
And we got Corey Adger in the chat room. Thank you for participating, brother. And he says Ice Cube, Fife Dog.
Mm.
Let me let finish. Let me let everybody. Is everybody done?
That's dope.
Cooks, you all right? OG, you done? Stu, you done?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
good.
done. I'm done.
Cooks, you done? All right, everybody's done. Okay,
I'm
so
done.
Corey said Ice Cube, Fife Dog, Kane, Scarface, and KRS One.
Ooh.
I already know we got some multiples already. Word up. Yeah, Cube, man. Cube is out of the West, man. That's one of the dopes for real. One of
Yeah,
my
Cube
favorites.
is
yeah.
dope.
But I like seeing
Before he
people's
changed,
fives.
before he
Like
changed his,
Fife Dog.
before he
You
changed his
don't.
rhyme style,
Any era.
it
Yeah,
was dope.
yeah. Before he did the yay.
Any
But
Yeah,
era.
all right. So OG Lee, what's your 5?
Hmm?
Chuck D, Rakim,
okay.
KRS One,
Who you
MC,
like?
and Willie D from
What was your 4th one?
C Light.
MC Light. Okay.
Yep.
MC, I'll take MC Light. I'll take MC Light.
And Willie D from Ghetto Boys.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. All right, a strong 5. Chuck D from
That is a strong
Public
5.
Enemy.
My
Rakim.
hey Reno, my 5th was a swap out too because it was Willie D and Face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I can't believe you take Willie D over Face,
Yeah.
but
Who said Willie D?
yeah, that's dope. Rakim is often named as people in people's top 5. A lot of people, like a lot of the MCs that are in my top 5 say Rakim is their favorite MC. So you cannot go wrong with Rakim. I mean, definitely one of the illest. He's definitely in my top 10, but he did not make my top 5 today. But Cooks, what is your top 5?
He said today. Dang.
Yeah. Today, who I like to listen to, who I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Who I like.
your person.
Go ahead. Who you like? Cooks. That's right, Cooks. Who you like?
But
Damn, what everybody else think.
But I'm gonna make a point with these 5. They ain't never gave you a whack verse. Redman, Scarface, Andre 3000, Melf, and Jadakiss. Wow. In my top 5 today, right now.
Phenomenal picks. Yo, very strong 5 right there, yo. Redman, Scarface, 3000, 3 stacks. Definitely one of my top 10. Method Man and Jada, man. Jada, top 5 that are alive, man.
Yeah, Jada give you a hot 5. He give you a hot 16 any day of the week.
Jada single-handedly destroyed the Dipset the other day, man. Word up. All right, Stu, what's your 5?
All right, man. Listen, I might have to take a seat for this one.
Yeah.
KRS One, the whole Wu Tang Clan, because I can't consider them. It's the whole clan. To me, they like one person. So the whole Wu Tang Clan
Well,
to
see,
me
I don't want
is
you to
like
say
one
that
person.
because the next one we was gonna do was groups.
I'm still gonna throw the Wu Tang Clan. Listen. Well, listen. At the end of the album, they said they form like Voltron, and RZA is the head. So that's how I look at them. That's how I look at them. I look at them as being one MC.
All
right. So that's so everybody in the group. But check out why I say that. But not as individual artists, because as individual artists, I can't really say like I like one more than the other. I like them all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
well, who's your third then? Who's your third?
My third is going to be Sean Price.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's my third. My third is Sean Price, man. And I say that because Sean Price don't get props like he should, man. He really don't. Yeah.
Super underrated.
Yeah, like I heard, I've listened to.
Too.
Yeah, I've listened. MF Doom.
MF Doom.
Nice.
MF Doom, and Rod Digger.
Mm.
I did.
All right.
That's the
All
Jersey.
right.
That's the Jersey.
Hell yeah.
Rod Digger is dope. Rod Digger is nice.
I'm saying.
You know, you're right. Stu can't
But
make
my
no
MF
whole
Doom,
yet.
but my MF Doom is kind of tied with my MF Doom is kind of tied with Wise Intelligent because I like Wise Intelligent too. Wise
Poor
Wise
righteous teachers.
yeah, Wise to put out some stuff, man. Made me, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
why? Yeah, he and yeah, that's just an all around like wise dude for real. Like he does some. He's got some dope stuff on YouTube, man. Y'all should check out as well. He making some points.
Wait. Hey, you getting ready to do yours, right?
Right.
I want to throw this in right quick. Thanks to my partner over here. Before we do groups, let's do top females too.
Okay.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be many, but man.
I just want to throw that in.
Yeah, it'll probably be gonna be a lot of doubles on that one. But
I got some.
Yeah,
Some.
I mean, if I listen,
all right,
listen,
all right.
Let's see.
What do you say? Hey, what'd you say, Cook? Top what?
Females.
Female
top
rapper.
female rappers.
Yeah.
Top.
Who you like?
We can come with.
I
got
so
five.
My
I got
top
five.
five is Ghostface Killer, Raekwon, AZ, super underrated artist. AZ is super underrated. Cat is super nice. A lot of people just don't even know. Nas. And the fifth one, which I said was interchangeable, was either Cool G Rap or Jay-Z. But I'm gonna give it.
I can go with that.
It's sometimes
I don't
it's
know.
Cool G.
I don't know how you could pick Coogee Rap over Jay-Z. I don't know how you could pick
more recently
Jay-Z over Coogee Rap.
Nah, because more recently it's become Jay-Z. Because as I've gotten older, I've come to appreciate, his talent more now than I did back then. Like when he was first, when he after Reasonable Doubt and he got real commercial and all of that, that's I was Wu Tang, man. I was like, anything commercial was like taboo for us, in our circles. But as I've matured, it's a required, an acquired taste. But nah, Jay-Z, man, Jay-Z is one of the illest lyricists, period, is undeniable. I mean, just to be able to go in the booth without writing down a rhyme and listen to a beat and just actually write a rhyme in your head. Remember, anybody that's written music, anybody that's written rhymes knows how hard it would be to write and to remember an entire rap that you just made up right as you're doing it. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy true. Brain power right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's a billionaire. Like the man's a billionaire. Like, there's only like 2 rappers that can say that. So that's crazy. But yeah, Corey said you right about AZ and Cool G Rap. Yeah, AZ, man. That AZ, he was on Illmatic.
Wild card.
Yeah, he was.
Illmatic. And
he was on the Firm. He was in the Firm.
He was in the Firm, which flopped, which that was sad because the Firm was a powerhouse. Like it was an all-star team. Like it just didn't make sense that it went the way it did. I mean, Dre on beats.
You know what Foxy, it was, man?
Nas, AZ, like
it was at the time, Reno. It was just that it was ahead of its time. That project was. That project was way ahead of its time, and I think that
it didn't age well either, though. I don't know. I've listened to it recently, and it's good because it's nostalgic. But
right. No, I get it because I wasn't. Yeah, no, I get it because when I hear it too, I'm the same way. I'm like, all right, it's all right. But I think it should have been. It should have had more of a hip hop twist to it. I think they tried to balance that line. Yeah, I think they tried to balance that line between hip hop and mainstream, and it didn't work. When you had to just come hard.
And Angelo Bolanos in the building. He just said his top 5 is KRS-One, so that's another double.
That's another double.
That's another double. Rakim, that's a double.
That's another
and then
double.
Jizza and MF Doom, that's a double.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a strong 5 right there.
That is a strong 5.
Yeah, everybody got strong 5s. And so, all right, boom. Real quick, female MCs. Corey Adger has already put his 5 up there.
What's up, Corey? Andrew? That's what I'm talking about, Corey. That's what I'm talking about.
Should I do it?
Oh no, I don't know, Reno.
I got my 5. I better come with it, baby. I got my 5. My 5 and winning team right here. I know OG got a 5.
Yeah.
Dude should have an automatic 5 off the gate.
All right.
I got 5. I got 5 for you. I got 5 for
I know
you.
Reno. I know Reno number 1. I got Reno number 1. I'm gonna make a bet. Okay. 1 through 5, she gonna be in there. I already know.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, you already know. We talked about that. But all right. So all right, here we go. Corey Adger in the building. He says MC Light, Rod Digger,
Okay.
Foxy, Kim, and Queen Latifah.
Okay.
All right.
That's solid. That's solid. That's a solid 5.
I mean, that's a strong 5
rock
right
with
there.
that.
And like
Yeah, you can
we
rock
know
with
there's
that
gonna be a
strong
lot of doubles. It's a few. It's a damn near all of my lists is right there. But that pretty much is almost. But
it's a lot of
Lace,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go
Go ahead.
No, what was you gonna say?
It's a lot of female MCs out there that just don't get the credit. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got it's a lot, man. It's more than what we would think. But if we go mainstream, it's only gonna be a little bit. But if we really dig deep, you know what I mean, we could.
Oh yeah,
there's. You know I mean,
yeah, I'm thinking of now. Sarak. There's a lot. But all right. So Lady Lace first says Lauryn Hill, Remy Ma, Eve, Shauna, and Missy. Man, I forgot about Missy. I don't know how I forgot about Missy. That's why I like doing this, man, because we gonna hear about ones that we not thinking of. And Angela Bolano says Rod Digger, MC Light, Queen Latifah, Lady of Rage,
nice,
and Foxy Brown. And yeah, man, like so we have what, 2 Lights, we got 2 Foxies, we got 2 Raw Diggers, and 2 Queen Latifahs. Now Angela Bolanos, he said L Boogie scratch Fox, so that means okay, so he taking off Foxy and putting L Boogie. Corey Stu, what you say from ISIS from X Clan? Oh, going to say ISIS. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. ISIS.
All right,
yeah, ISIS from X Clan.
Yeah.
She was hot.
LG Lee is on you. What's your 5?
All right. Well, I already picked Light in my MCs, my top 5 MCs. So she's not on this list. This is all current females that are rapping right now. Vel the Wonder. Blimes Bricks.
You said Vel the Wonder?
Yeah, Vel. VEL.
Okay.
Vel the Wonder. Okay. Blimes Brixton. Beans. Gavlin. And MA.
And what was the last one?
Young MA.
Young MA. Okay, yeah, Young Ma, yeah.
Forgot about her.
Whoa, she don't count. She don't count. She don't count. Young
Why
MA
not?
don't count.
How?
Why?
Because she don't consider herself a female rapper.
Well, we can consider her one. But now, what does she say? What she says? What is she?
I mean, she don't. She gay. I mean, what can we do about that? I mean, what can we do about that?
Nah, but then she can't. I don't know. She's not saying she's a male rapper, so, but she just wants to say, don't call me a female rapper. Just call me a rapper. I'm just an MC. You ain't got to say it's a female MC. Just an MC. That's where she coming from. I feel that. But so Vel the Wonder, Blind Brixton, Beans, Gavlin. I've never heard of any of these. Cooks, you were nodding your head. You know about some of these rappers?
It's one, that Bricks Brigade one. I've heard of that one before. These right here, like like OG, like is them right there females, like is they closer to like the West Coast scene or the Midwest scene?
No, well, okay, Vel the Wonder, she's from out here. She's from LA, right? But she's
Okay.
heavily East Coast and specifically Wu Tang influenced.
Okay.
Hardcore. Blimes Brixton, she used to be a battle rapper. She's from San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Okay.
She has a song and a video out with Method Man. It's called Hot Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beans, she's from I want to say Boston.
Makes sense.
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry about that. But she was a former battle rapper. She was on that show. It was on like Netflix.
Yeah.
She was one of the, but I knew who she was before that show.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Gavlin, she's also from LA, and I know her from like ciphers and stuff like that. Shit, I used to trip on, and like I don't know her, but that's how I know who she is. And Young MA because she's Young MA. You know what? Actually, my bad. Gavlin and Blimes, I know from a song and a video they have called Gnarly, and it's because of the dude in the video. His name is Rhyme Time. It's this white dude with the afro, and it's because of him I discovered them too. And then I got into this like cipher thing they had been doing, and it just like I discovered all these other rappers and all these other MCs and stuff through that, man. But those were the first two, Blind and Gavin.
Right. So these are, these are underground MCs. These are rappers that they might not have, a bunch of projects out or albums and all of that, but
got
like a cult following kind of behind them.
Cult following, yeah. But
I like quite a bit of albums out.
Yeah.
Like Beans is getting going right now, but Gavlin has quite a few albums out. Blimes does, and so does Vel. Like them three have a lot. Like
word up. Yo, and yeah, Corey said, damn, forgot about Bahamadia. Yeah. The hard way.
Hold up. Wait a minute. We gotta change the list up now.
See, now this is why we write down the list.
Wait a minute. We gotta change the list. Yeah.
Can't change it now.
Yeah, my list has changed, brother.
Cook.
I'm sorry.
What's your 5?
All right. We got the Brad.
Nice.
We got Mia X.
Okay.
Mia X. Whoa, I forgot about
Lauren Hill once again.
I forgot about her.
Remy Ma.
Again.
And I got with Missy.
And Missy again. Yeah, Missy's. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of Missy, but nah, we can't go back and change. That's the whole point of writing it down. But
I'm missing. I ain't changed my list.
I got an honorable mention. I got another honorable, but I got an honorable mention. The girl from Cool Like That. You know what I'm talking about? The old school cut.
Oh, the chick from Diggable Planets.
Yeah.
Chick from Diggable Planets. I forget her name. Yeah. She was tight. She was tight. Yeah, she was tight. Yeah. I don't remember her name, but she was tight.
Ladybug Mecca.
Ladybug, yeah. Yeah, Ladybug was tight. Yeah.
All right, so who's your 5?
All right, get your beer out first. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Corey
get your can of beer. That's what I'm talking about, Corey. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Corey. Jamie Summers. You know what I'm saying? Jamie Summers. You got to be a Wu Tang-ologist to know who Jamie Summers is. All right. Now, Jamie Summers was on RZA's Bobby Digital album. She was the one that spit on that one track he had. All right, MC Light, Nikki D, Roxanne Shante.
Nikki D,
because ain't none of y'all say Roxanne Shante. You know what I mean? And we first heard Jamie Summers on Ghostface album. She was on Ghostface first album. And Finesse from Finesse and Sequence.
Finesse and Sequence, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And if we said this is we doing honorable mentions, Tash Mahogany.
Tash Mahogany.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, I got I got one more. Her name is on the tip of my tongue. She do poetry. It's not really. Well, I guess you could say. But it's more like a poetry thing she do, rather uh than rhyme.
You're echoing.
Am I? Hang on. That better?
No, it's still happening. Everybody's echoing now. Actually, somebody got something else on.
Yeah, that's what you call it. It's somebody we getting feedback. Somebody has something close. Yeah.
All right, let me see it real quick. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
No echo.
Check 1 2. It's Cooks.
Yo.
Yeah, it's you. Something you're doing. Something you got going is echoing. You have something else playing. See if I turn it up. Wait, say it again.
I'm just on my phone.
Okay. All right. I don't know why it's doing that, but
Okay.
yeah, Stu.
One more honorable mention. It would be Keisha Plum. Keisha
Plum. All right. So mine is Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj. No, I'm just fucking.
Oh, well, I was getting ready to say, boy, y'all want this night?
Nah, this
Fox. Like I'm having difficulties right now.
Nah, B. Kim, Foxy, Light, Digga, and Lauren. And so we have several.
That's a strong five. That's a strong
right
five.
there.
That's strong.
Kim, Fox, Light. That's just my era. That's my, Digga and Lauren. You can't take from Lauren. Yo, yeah. Corey said, "Damn, Steve got me with Shantae."
Yeah,
Roxanne.
You can. Yeah, we can.
Huh?
Reno XL. Who your number one was?
Kim.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cook knew. He said, "I know Kim gonna be in there."
Wait a minute.
Not Cooks. Why you laughing? We was talking about it was like 9 albums they had, and one of them was hardcore. And they was like, what albums would you take to quarantine or whatever? But I was like, yo, hardcore almost made it on my list because that was a dope album. Like Kim's first album was crazy, and Cooks was like, yo, I'm surprised to hear that. Yeah, that was dope though. All right, so let's see, we got Lauren. What 2, 3 times? What Lauren?
Yeah,
Lauren.
You still caught that too quick. He said, "It's something over there, looking."
Yeah, man. I gotta ask, what's up with Little Kim, man? Like, come on, let's keep it buck, man. Like, I can't think of any one song. I don't even own Little Kim album, man. I can't. She was smooth on Benjamin's. She was smooth on Benjamin's.
Yeah, she sounded like.
And on that Junior Mafia album, she rocked it. But
yeah,
solo,
her album hardcore, bro.
I can't do it. I'm gonna have to go listen to it. I'm gonna go listen to it.
Go listen to hardcore.
No, because I never did. I never bought it. I never listened to it. I never bought it.
I promise you, when you listen to hardcore, you're gonna recognize songs. You have to, because it was banging in the 90s.
I was too busy listening to MC Light back then, or Rod Digger.
Yeah, see, I wasn't listening to female MCs, period. But that was just an album that I know was good. That was a good album. I mean, I didn't have a copy or no shit like that. Like, I don't know no dudes that owned any Lil Kim albums, but I mean, I don't know no dudes that you could look in a booklet and see, oh, you got some Lil Kim records and shit. Nah,
yo,
but it was a good album. A lot of people said
they asked Sean. He
A lot
probably
of people
did.
said they
He
thought
probably
Biggie wrote
did,
the
man.
shit. He swears he didn't. He swears he didn't. And you know what I mean? But
She might have put something together once or twice, but
she might have.
consistently over a long period of time, nah, I
Nah,
can't
Kim
see it,
didn't
bro.
make it past. For me anyway, it was that first album, and like you said, the Junior Mafia shit, like early, that shit. But she fell off after that. And
I
same
mean,
thing with
like,
Foxy. Like Foxy did her, but she went deaf and all of that. So it was crazy
yeah,
what
like
happened
look
to
at
Fox.
Finesse. Look at Finesse from Finesse and Sequence. Remember, she hooked up with Riz with that the Deadly Venoms project.
That was the bomb threat, man.
That was
still bump
bomb.
that.
Yeah,
Still
I used
bump
to
that.
bump that hard. I still look, bruh. I got all. They dropped 3 albums. I got them all. It's either 3 or 4. And I got the cassette single with the snippets, with all the snippets on it that they did. Yeah, I got that. I got that joint. So
Fuck.
yeah. But
Hey, talk about a super group, man. You know what I mean? Like, God, if they would have just blew up the way they should have.
yeah, they just couldn't get it together and get the album out. I don't know what happened with that.
So all right, so groups. So top 5 groups.
I got you, bro.
Top 5 groups.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Everybody in chat. Top 5 hip hop groups.
Hey guys, I
You
gotta
cannot put Wu Tang 5 times.
I gotta cut out right now, guys. I gotta.
All right, man.
Nah, we
Yo,
get it.
thank
We
you.
understand.
Yeah,
We were
thank you
rocking out for a little bit
coming and
anyway, so
chilling,
yeah.
bro. Word up.
G Lee.
Word up. Always a pleasure, my man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Salute. All right, top 5 groups. I know I'm forgetting. Check. Man. Yeah, I gotta mute. Hold on. I gotta mute Cooks. And unless you're talking Cooks, I'm gonna have to mute your things so that we don't echo. All right, so we got our 5. And we're all right, so okay, so we got our 5. Corey Adger. Is everybody done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You still writing?
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm good. I'll just fix my penmanship. So.
All right. And we're gonna have to discuss whether and see Corey's did something too here. So does group mean does it have to be officially a group or could it be a collective? Like Corey picked Native Tongues, which is a collective of groups, Juice Crew, which is a collective of
Collective, yeah.
solo MCs.
Nah, it's got to be a group.
Wu-Tang.
It's got to be a group. It's got to be a group because
Hold on,
the
Cooks, what'd you
collective
say?
thing.
2 or more.
2 or
Yeah,
more
2.
people, right?
We could do 2 collectives. We could do another category. We just do your best top 2 collectives.
Top 5
There's a lot of
collective.
them.
Yeah, because
We
then
could do
another one he picked
Hey,
is
I'm
State
gonna go out. I'm gonna go out and come in and see if that'll
See
stop
if that
this.
fixes it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be
All
right
right.
back.
All right.
Be right back.
All right. Yeah. So really, all of the ones that Corey picked are collectives, except for Wu Tang.
Okay.
With his
What was
other,
it? What was
so
his
Native
collectives?
Tongues, Juice Crew, State Property, and Dungeon Family. So
Damn. Yeah. You can't.
all
But you
collectives,
can't argue that though.
but
Yeah, they
it's
collectives.
official. Those are
They was
official
dope. They
collectives. Now, come
official.
on,
Yeah.
Native
Yes, they
Tongues,
are. 100. Yeah.
bro.
Native
Juice
tongues.
Crew, like, come
Yeah.
on,
Juice
State
crew.
Property,
Yeah.
bro. Dungeon
State
Family,
prop.
like,
Yeah. Dungeon family. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
That's a serious. That's a serious
yeah,
collective list, man. I gotta take my hat off to Corey on that one, man. For real. I
absolutely.
really do.
Absolutely.
Yo, it's still doing.
No,
Nah,
we good.
we good
Uh,
now.
Good
All
now.
right. Yeah, no. So I mean those are collectives, but we gonna let it slide. But Cooks, what is your five
All right.
groups?
Well, first I'm gonna start off with for me, just cause Hot Boys, uh Goody
Okay.
Mob, Tribe Called Quest, Wu Tang, of course, and I'm gonna finish off with Clips.
Clips.
Mm,
Okay. Grind.
the dynamic duo.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
All right. So Hot Boys, yeah, Hot Boys
It was hot.
was hot.
It was hot.
No
It was
question
hot.
about it. Ain't no it was hot. Like they was
It was
huge.
hot.
They exploded onto the scene like crazy
Mhm.
popular out of the gate. Big time group right there. Goody Mob, classic. They
Yeah.
definitely in my five, but it does suck that they kind of only lasted that one album. I mean, they got a lot of albums after that, but after Cell Therapy, it just never was the same, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, but they still made my top five groups. Stu, what's your five?
Mm. All right, man. You're gonna have to. You got your beers ready. You're gonna have to take a
You
sip.
ready? Take a sip.
EPMD,
Mm-hmm.
PE,
Mm-hmm.
Czarface,
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Brothers,
Uh,
and 3-6 Mafia.
EPMD 36
super dope
Czarface.
niggas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's all you can
Wait,
say to that.
what was the other ones?
EPMD,
Right.
PE,
Okay.
3-6, Czarface, and Jungle Brothers.
No Wu Tang Clan.
I already named Wu Tang Clan. Wu Tang Clan don't count. They on a separate.
Oh,
They on a separate cloud for me.
you already picked them.
Cause all
Okay.
I listen to is Wu Tang. You know what I mean?
Right. All right. So nah, that's official. That's official. Czarface is crazy. 3-6 Mafia. Wait, what was that? Okay. All right. Now, when you picked EPMD, that kind of answered my debate, which was, do groups like Gangstar count when it's just one rapper? Is it really a group? Yes, it is a group, but it's not a
That's a
group of
group.
rappers. You know what I
Not a
mean?
group
It's
of
not a group
rappers.
of
Yeah.
rappers.
Yeah.
And yeah, so with
So why
them,
EPMD? Because EPMD is a group. I mean, they were a group since day one. They're not like I know what you mean
it just
when you talk
yeah,
about
it just
when you talk about gang because Gangstar was a group.
DJ and a
They were
rapper,
yeah
yeah.
DJ and a rapper like Eric B and Rakim. Like it wasn't called Rakim and Eric B. Like
Right,
most solo acts would have been they would have had the rapper's name debut first, but it was Eric B
mhm,
and Rakim instead of Rakim and Eric B.
right,
But
exactly,
EPMD doesn't get the credit for being the group that they were, and that they are today. They are besides Run DMC, they are the tip of the spear when it comes to groups and hip hop. I
right,
mean, you got Wu Tang, and then you got basically it would be before Wu Tang, you would have to give it to Run DMC, EPMD, then Wu Tang. If you went group wise in that order, because that's how they came out, and those groups were consistent. Like
yeah.
EPMD is hip hop.
They
I've
come,
never
yeah,
heard a
they
bad
really
album. Yeah, never heard a bad album. Never heard a bad lyric. I
every
mean, the
album
way they,
got the word business in it.
yeah, every word, yeah, and every album was gold or
Was a dope,
platinum.
theme that they did, like a running theme. And
Yeah,
Corey said, "What makes a group?" I mean, when I said group, what I had in mind was a group that
came out together.
they signed a
Started off from
label
day one.
together, right?
Yeah,
They're
from day
under
one.
the name. It's one group, like the label, the contract signed them as a group. Whereas a
Yeah, day
collective,
one.
right? Native Tongues is a collective of Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul and Leaders of the New, and you know what I mean, Coco,
Moni
Money Love,
Love,
right?
Queen.
Jungle Brother.
I mean,
So
like 45 Kings. 45 Kings would be a perfect example. They're
right,
all individual artists, but together they 45 Kings.
right. Right. And my 5 groups was Wu Tang, of course, Outkast, Goody Mob, the Outlaws,
Mm,
and
Different.
mm.
Tribe Called Quest. Right.
Why outlaws? Why outlaws, man?
Dog, man, you gotta it just bro, they're nice. They're nice. They're Jersey cats. I'm surprised you don't fuck with the Outlaws. They're Jersey rappers.
No, I like them. I like
Yeah.
outlaws,
I
man.
mean, nah, you
I
gotta
like outlaws.
bro.
But you
Outlaws
said my top
nice.
five. You said
Yeah.
my top five, and those 5 groups I named, outlaws be number 6, but they,
They
you
be
know,
number 6, right? But yeah,
they be number
that's
6,
why they in
number
my
5.
5 because yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bro, Outlaws is just something
Ah,
I grew up on, man. That was just something that was just that was just in the hood. That was just what we did. That was just our shit. It was Pac and the Outlaws, and they got you got to
not
check out
because I thought no, because I always thought outlaws was dope, but you not being from Jersey, it surprised me that you would be like, yo, outlaws.
nah because like a lot of they're from Jersey, but they mostly a West Coast group. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah, they
considered a
are.
West Coast group because
Yeah,
they rock with Tupac and
they
they Pac
did.
and the Outlaws and they West Side, but they was on the west side of things during the whole beef. But yeah, bro, like in the South, Outlaws was I mean Pac and Outlaws was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Cause
were.
see in the
They were.
South the South was like a melting pot. That's why it is the way it is. But it was like a melting pot. And Cooks, you can attest to this being from Alabama. We listened to West Coast, we listened to East Coast, we listened to Midwest. We had our own shit, but the South never like discriminated. It never took a side in the East Coast, West Coast. You know what I mean? It was just we listened to everything. So
Yeah.
it didn't really matter
Yeah.
like where they from and all of that.
But
But
folks have their
Shout,
opinions though.
but shout out to Corey Adger in the building, man. But give us your top 5 groups, Corey. Your
Corey
top
gave
5.
us Native Tongues, Juice
I
Crew,
mean,
Wu Tang, State
nah,
Property,
not the
and
super groups he named. I'm just saying like his top 5,
top 5
just
groups that are
regular.
not
Yeah, top
collect.
5 groups that are not collectors. Give us your top 5 groups. But that's a
Got to
dope
narrow it.
collective. That's a
Those
dope
are
collective
yeah,
pick right there. Yeah,
yeah,
man, I like that.
absolutely. Peace to Renaissance Music LLC in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
And if
Renaissance, give
you
us your top
and
5
if you
hip
out there,
hop.
yeah, and if you out there watching, don't be shy, man. We're not judging. We just want
Yeah,
to know your opinion.
we're
It's
not
a
gonna eat
healthy
you up.
discussion. Yeah, it's a
Healthy
healthy
debate.
discussion. Yes, it's a healthy
Nobody
debate,
gonna
man. That's
clown
all it
nothing,
is.
man.
Nobody's clowning you. Nobody's here to say, oh,
Oh,
I don't.
that's whack.
Listen, everybody like what they like. You know what I mean? And that's what we want to
Everybody
know.
got
We
their
want to know, right? We want to know because it's interesting to us to know what you like out there in the chat. We want to know what you like because it's interesting in us. We feed off it. We vibe off it. We want it because we love hip hop. So we want to know
hip hop.
your favorite. Yeah, we want to
That's
know if
why I
you
said I
want to.
like doing
Yeah,
this because I like to hear different shit. I want to hear
yeah, me too. I want to
what
hear
people's
somebody else's
5. I don't
opinion.
want to hear the same 5. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
hear that.
And sometimes
That's
we
why I
like the
said it's
controversy.
not the top because when you do like, oh, what are the best MCs of all time? Then it's a different discussion because then it's like a debate. Then it's like, well, Rakim and KRS and Eminem and Jay-Z. You got the usual suspects that people always name as the best lyricists and all of that. But instead of trying
Yeah,
to like get props from saying what you think everyone else's favorite is, that's why I said, pick your own personal joint. That's the way I've always done it. Corey said Tribe
right.
Called Quest, EPMD, Public Enemy, Ghetto Boys, and Two Live Crew.
Two Live,
Two
yeah.
Live Crew.
We got to give Two Live crew props. We can't. Yeah,
What?
we got to give them props. Yeah, yeah,
He said he still got his Two Live Crew cassette tapes. Yo, I
yeah.
remember I
We
had
got to
the
give.
one. I had the one with it was like chicks on the front. Everybody, you can't. Yo, their album covers was crazy. The
Now,
album
Reno, you
covers.
being from Florida, Reno. What's your take on Two Live Crew?
Well,
I
see,
mean, coming from when they
I
were
grew
big
up.
and you was in
Look,
Florida, that's what I'm saying. When they were big and you
I
were in
grew
Florida,
up.
what was that like?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you because I grew up in Florida, but my lineage, my roots. You know what I mean? My whole every is New York. You know, Queens, New York. So I was always a New York sort of hip hop. You know what I mean? That's the way I leaned. You know what I'm saying? So when groups like Outkast came out and all of that, and they had a hip hop style, but you know they were South. That's I was like, cool. You know, I rock with them too. But booty shake music, Two Live Crew, and all of that, that was not my thing. It just wasn't my thing. But to answer your question, I think what he's saying, Renaissance, is what was the atmosphere about it? Well, it was everywhere. That was the party music. That's in the South. That was what you heard. You know what I mean? That's what was coming out of cars. That's what, you know, barbecues and house parties was playing, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s era. But when it became Cooks, how was it in Alabama?
As far as what like the what you which
Like booty
part?
shake music, like you know what I mean?
Uh,
Like
like whatever was
When,
hot, whatever was
when,
hot that flowed through the radio, and then like
when
if
me so
like
horny, came out, Cooks. What was that like, man?
when that came out, that was more like during my time. That was probably maybe when I was around 13 or 12, so that would be like
yeah,
91,
we were real. Me and
92.
Cooks was real young when that shit came out.
So at that time, it was like like when you watch a documentary, it was too nasty for it was too nasty. It was nasty music. That's what my mom would call it.
Yeah.
Nasty music. You know what I'm
Nasty
saying?
music.
So like that, and then you know what I'm saying. I want to say Jodeci came through and kind of smoothed it out though. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it was like okay, then that's when. But like as far as like nonstop, like when videos was hitting real hard, and then like you know, Cash Money, Hot Boys, you know what I'm saying? They really made it. You know what I'm saying? Then you had people like Miracle and what's another one, Reno? Um,
Trick Daddy.
You know what I'm saying? Trick Daddy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He more OG status
Trina and
though.
all of them. Yeah,
Trina,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They more OG status though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um,
Mr.
Renaissance.
Magic.
Yes, we building on top fives. So we did a top five hip hop albums of all time. We did a top five MCs. We did a top five female MCs, and right now we was just doing the top five groups,
Groups.
hip hop groups. So you can just put in the chat. We want to hear your top five of groups right now. Well, you can do MC. We want to know your MCs, your albums, your groups. I mean, all of that. That's what we building on. And right now we're gonna do producers. We gotta talk about the producers because they don't get
Producer.
enough light. They don't get enough light. You know what I mean? The producers is always, you know, put to the back.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like they not the front man, they not the MC, they the producers. So we gotta talk about them. We gotta show them props. And I already know who my top is. So give us right now your top five producers.
Top five. That's um. Let's say. Oh, that's. I don't know, man. That's. Mm.
Stu looking up some shit. He looking up some produce. He's like, who produced this? Who produced that? So Corey and Renaissance, throw your top five producers up. Anybody else that's in the chat, give us your top five producers. Corey um got his up here. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. And so mine is right here, good to go, ready and written down. Cooks, you got yours?
Yeah.
All right. Corey got his. Renaissance, we waiting on yours. Stu, you almost done?
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
All right.
Just had to check something real quick.
I got 5 and an honorable mention.
5 and an honorable mention. Yep. Yep, I could do that as well. Um Man, it's a few, man. It's hard for me because I like a lot of producers. You know what I mean? It's a lot that it's hard to come down to boil it down to 5. But Corey did a great job, and he came with Primo, which I think should be on everybody's list, but that's just me. He's my number 1. But in no, then he said RZA. You know what I mean? Pete
Okay.
Rock. I mean, definitely. All right, Dr. Dre. Don't forget Dre. And Manny Fresh. Fresh. I mean, that I was surprised to see this. So Manny Fresh is the Hot Boys producer.
Yeah, that's a Hot Boys producer. Man, he was
Yeah.
straight. Yeah, he was the man back then.
And
I
he's
can't
nice.
take
Like,
him.
he's
Yeah,
nice
he
with it.
was nice. He was nice.
Nice for
I
real.
can't take him. I can't take
Yeah.
nothing away from him.
I mean, Dre, obviously, he's like one of the most sought after producers in the game. Like everybody wanted a Dre beat, Dre album. And all right, so Renaissance threw his MCs up here. He did Papoose, POS, Paz, Sky Zoo, which I was gonna mention when we was talking about the and Master Killer. Okay.
Yeah,
You don't hear that a lot. You don't hear that a lot out of the Wu.
I appreciate
And
it though, but
I do.
you know,
I really
I
do.
appreciate it.
I really do. And Rakim, of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotta have
that's
Rakim.
a tough 5. That's a
It's a
tough
tough
5.
5.
That's a tough
Word
5
up.
right there. That's
That's
a real tough
definitely a
5.
strong 5 right there.
That is a strong. That is a strong 5.
Cooks, what's your 5 producers though?
Jay Dilla,
Facts.
DJ Pooh,
Mm.
The RZA, Q-Tip,
Yeah.
Pete Rock.
Nice. All right. So Pete Rock has made it through 2 so far. And RZA has made it through 2 so far. You didn't say Primo, right? Premier.
I have an honorable mention though.
Okay, what's that?
Eric Sermon.
Sermon.
Yeah. You got to take your hat off to E-Dub, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
Stu, what's your 5?
All right, RZA.
RZA made it.
I hope you sipping your beer on this one.
RZA
DJ
made it.
Muggs.
Muggs.
DJ Muggs.
That's what I was gonna say. I knew Stu was gonna throw Muggs in there.
Well, how you know? Well, you know, I might
I
not
know
say
this. It's a fact. It was no
Okay.
question. I thought you was gonna say him first.
Okay, Eric Sermon. I mean, Muggs
Mhm.
is killing it right now. Muggs is killing it right now, bro. You
Muggs
can't.
is nice.
Yeah, Muggs is nice. Eric Sermon. Apollo Brown.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Nice.
And last but not least, it's gonna be some controversy over this one. It really is. It really is. The producing duo of Juicy J and DJ Paul. But really it's just DJ Paul. He's
DJ
the main
Paul.
one.
Right. But they do
DJ
both
Paul.
get down.
They kind of work together, but
Yeah. Now that's a strong 5, and that's people sleep on the fact that DJ Paul and Juicy J are Grammy winning producers.
yeah, pretty much.
These guys have won Grammys for what, Hustle and Flow.
That's so far. And a lot of people don't give Apollo Brown any props, but Apollo Brown is dope.
Hell
Because
yeah.
when you think about Detroit, you don't really think about producer. You don't think like because there's premier producers in the U.S. You know what I mean? So when you go to the Midwest, I would have to say the top premier producers from the Midwest would be Jay Dilla and Apollo Brown.
Yeah.
Those are the top two. You
Yeah.
know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, definitely in mine was Premier. Got it. Premier is my favorite producer, period. DJ
Yeah, you
Premier.
gotta put Primo. Yeah, Primo
Always
is the man.
Premier. Jay Dilla,
Yeah, you gotta put Dilla in there. Yeah,
Pete Rock, 100%. Large Professor.
Mm-hmm.
Large Professor is dope. Rock Marciano. Rock Marciano's a dope producer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And RZA. So
Yeah,
Primo
RZA.
Dilla, Pete Rock, Large Pro, and RZA. And my man Renaissance says Primo, Large Pro, Knots, Ninth Wonder,
I won.
and Black
I
Milk.
gave him.
Ninth
Yeah,
Wonder
yeah,
though is
yeah.
one of my
Knife
favorite.
Wonder
Like
is
Ninth
that's that
Wonder,
dude. Yeah, Knife Wonder
that
is
was
that
my
dude. Yeah,
that was one of my
yeah, yeah.
honorable mentions. One of my honorable mentions, and then Daz Dillinger. A lot of
Daz
people
Dillinger.
sleep
Yeah,
on
a lot of
Daz.
people sleep on Daz. Yeah, they do.
All Eyes on Me, all of that was Daz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the Wu Tang joint. But yeah. So yeah, that's and Ninth Wonder, man. Little Brother, man. People sleep on Little Brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do sleep
Two
on him. They do.
Virginia rappers, like yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they do
hearing
sleep on
VA.
him.
Two North Carolina guys, I mean, and I'm hearing VA, and they come all the time, man, and them dudes is nice, man. I rock
Yeah.
with. I've been rocking with Little Brother though since I was in Florida, like way back.
And
Little Brother,
I got another honorable mention. I like Pharrell, but I love Neptunes.
yeah,
You know what I
nerd
mean? You feel what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Neptunes, yeah, hell yeah, and you know,
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know about the Neptunes, man. I
What?
really don't, man. Don't like.
they're hit makers.
It's understood.
They're
I
hit makers.
understand. I
They make
understand.
hits. They make hits. They're very commercial. They're very hit oriented. You know, they're hit makers. They're not your typical hip hop producer, but they produce hits.
Yeah, they
I
do,
mean,
man. They
they
produce
produce
commercial
hits.
hits. You right. They produce commercial hits. You right,
Yeah.
man. You right. You right.
Ayo, I forgot about Brownsville KMC and producer. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. And you know, Kanye is one that
Kanye, we didn't mention. Nobody mentioned Kanye,
nobody
but
said
Kanye
Kanye,
dope.
but he's
Kanye
one
the
of my
man.
honorables because
Yeah, he's
yo,
mine too.
his first few albums are classics to me, like straight up.
What about Jermaine Dupri?
Jermaine Dupri did some fire shit with So
He did
Def,
some
with
fire
Brad
shit
and all
with them
that, you know.
kids. He did some
Yeah,
fire
with
shit
the
with a bunch of
kids.
kids. But
Yeah.
but
All right.
longevity wise,
Hey, gotta check the catalog, y'all. Like he is saying,
Nah,
check the
I mean,
catalog.
Cooks ain't wrong. Listen, look up
no,
what
no,
he's
I
done.
agree
You'd
with
be
you, Cooks.
surprised.
No, I agree with you,
It's
Cooks.
not
Yeah, I agree
he's
with
not
you.
just doing
Yeah, I agree with
crisscross
you.
and all that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But
Yeah.
it just when you say Jermaine Dupri, everybody just
'Cause
do what we just did. They get that look like, all right.
I tell you what,
But
cause
you
like
can't
you know what I'm
take away
saying,
what he
like
did.
Stu,
Now, if you
like
ask anyone
I
in
was
the South, they're
surprised,
gonna say Jermaine Dupri.
not like Stu, I was surprised knowing like you from the Jersey area. Like when I found out at that one age of all the stuff that Eric Sermon had his hands on, that made me like him even more. Like I knew more
Mhm.
about I knew more about the beats and the music that he produced and the group like Def Squad. I knew more about Def Squad than I did about EPMD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
because you a Redman fan though too. That's one of your top five.
yeah, for
The
real.
Redman is dope.
It's my dog.
Speaking of Redman, they were talking about I watched a joint where Redman was talking about the Mind Made Up remix by Tupac
Right.
and how they cut Deck out of that joint.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
everybody said, even Tupac said they couldn't put Deck on it because he killed it. It was like they said Deck rocked it so hard you could. It's like he shined on it too hard. He was like, and when they asked Deck about it, Deck was like, "Nah, I just came and dropped my verse and left." Like it wasn't like he said I wasn't trying to outshine anybody, but
Yeah.
when everybody and it wasn't like everybody said it. Like everybody said it that was on it. It was like, yo, Deck's verse is like that joint is like hard. Like they said he rocked it. Even Pac said he rocked it.
Yeah.
It was like they said everybody was like, yo, like he can't. And they said Pac was like, nah, he can't be on it. You gotta take him off.
Yeah. And then
So
what's
they
the
did.
other one they did with Meth? Bring the pain. Man, what's the other one? I came
What
to
man?
bring the
Tupac and Meth?
pain. Yeah.
I'm trying to
Man,
think.
what's the other one? They got another one on
I know we got one song with both of them, with him and Big, but I don't know about two with Pac.
let me see. Let me look it up.
Don't forget about Prodigy, the Alchemist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Alchemist is another dope producer too.
Wyclef.
Yeah, because Meth was the only rapper to ever appear on a Tupac and a Biggie album.
Right.
You sure it was Bring the Pain?
No. Bring the pain was on Meth album. That was just it. It just made me think of it.
Uh,
Let's see what it was.
I remember the Mind Made Up remix. That was hot. I wish we
Yeah.
could have got Deck's verse. Corrupt said he still has that. He said he still has that track. He said he got it saved, and he said he want to release it, but he just don't know when. He said I'm gonna put it out there. He said, but I want to put it out there so everybody get it. So
Mm-hmm.
when you put it out, I'm definitely going to get that single. You know what I mean? But we'll see what he does with it.
Yeah. No more pain. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh no more pain.
Nah.
The
No
Mary
more
J.
pain. I
Blige joint.
came
Is
with
that the
nah.
Bring the Pain?
Nah. No more pain. God damn, y'all gonna make me sing the shit. It's
Do what you
Devontae
got to
on
do.
there. Devontae on the beat.
I know that song. It's off of
You hear it? Did y'all hear
uh,
it?
ain't that off of All Eyes on Me?
Yeah.
And on the double CD, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meth
That's
was on
on
that.
All Eyes on Me. And he says, I came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane. And that made me think about the Method Man song.
Okay. I know. I know.
You know what I mean? From Tikal, bring the pain. I came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane. He takes that first verse, and made the hook out of it. Renaissance said female MCs is 3D Nate, Neelam, MC Light, Rhapsody. Rhapsody's
Mm,
dope. Rhapsody
Rhapsody
is
is.
dope. 1, 2,
I don't know how
3,
we. I don't know how we ain't see
4.
we ain't mentioned Rhapsody.
I know Rhapsody. That's one that I'm surprised did not make the list. Nobody's list. There's only a few of us though doing it, but that was official. So, all right. So this is hip hop and comics though. So, what is your top 5 comic books?
Mm.
What are your top 5 comic books? Now, I guess it's kind of hard to pinpoint what issues and all of that, but what are your top 5 favorite issues that you either want to collect, you want to get your hands on these issues, or you have them, your favorite that you have, you know what I mean? What are your favorite 5
Mm.
comic issues, your top issues?
Mm.
Like what are your grails, you know what I mean? What are the comic books that's the grail, you know what I mean? You probably will never be able to afford one, but it's your favorite comic book.
Oh,
Mm.
man.
Mm. Boom.
Boom. I got my 5. Y'all in the building, think about your 5 favorite comic books. So I went straight up. I went very specific. Cooks, you got yours?
Almost. I
All right,
got
all right.
2
All right. Let's get it popping, y'all. Who in the comments got your 5 favorite top 5 comic books? All right, let's start with Stu.
Hulk.
Just as in general, Hulk.
Yeah, just Hulk. Just Hulk. I'm not it's because
I was gonna
some
do top
characters
5
gonna have
characters.
comic books. All right, series, The Incredible Hulk, or actually Immortal Hulk. I say Immortal. I'll go with Immortal because I'm really enjoying that right
Mortal
now.
Hulk is phenomenal.
Yeah, Immortal Hulk is the current Green Lantern series. I mean, the current Venom series, the current
Mm-hmm.
Batman series, and last but not least, I will have to say Sectars, which was an old comic from back in the day that I enjoy reading. There was these guys, they rode on these giant bugs. They
Yep,
was like, you probably remember when they had the
I
toys.
remember them. Yep, from
Yeah,
the 80s. We
yeah,
had the little bug toys and all of that. But yeah,
I'd say Sectars.
that's
I enjoy
crazy.
reading that comic. Yeah,
It's good.
yeah, it was good. Sectars was good. They had a cartoon and everything.
I remember.
I got
Yeah,
mine.
Renaissance Music said his favorite albums, Paid in Full, Criminal
Mm,
Minded again. So we got another Criminal Minded. That's like 3 right there. Yeah, Paid in Full is dope. 3 Foot High and Rising,
that's a
classic.
classic. That's a straight classic.
Don't Sweat the Technique, classic.
Straight
And
classic.
let's see. And then he threw Bob Marley Burning. Not really a hip hop album, but a strong album nonetheless. Nonetheless. I mean, if we were gonna go albums, just favorite albums in the world, any music, that'd be crazy. Any genre.
Well, I
But
tell you what. Okay, well, think about it like this, Reno. If you ask a Jamaican what's his favorite hip hop albums, what would he go by?
yeah, he might say Damian Marley, right?
You mean say Super Cat?
He might
You
say
know what I'm
Bounty
saying?
Killer,
You know what I
right?
mean?
Mad Lion. Yeah.
So you gotta, give or
But
take, give or take, give or take.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Cooks, what are your top 5 comic books?
Oh, the Batman series from 100, like until like 'cause I think it's at like 114, 115 right
Yeah.
now.
That's
Right.
like the Tom King, well, the post Tom King run. I think it's Tinian, right? Yeah, Tinian.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah,
would be the one I was talking about now.
yeah,
Yeah, Cooks.
yeah.
That's a double right there, Cook.
You know what I mean? The Amazing Spider-Man line going right now. With the Sinister War and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Um, X-Men Future Past. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite storylines. X-Men Phoenix Saga, one of my favorite storylines
Yeah.
from start to finish.
Yeah.
All the books, all the ones that you got to find in between and everything. Like
Dark
I like the
Phoenix
whole
and all of
series.
that. Yeah.
And my still to this day, still right now, my number one series of the month, and this is the Stew Dog Book of the Month, Series of the Month, Series
Series
of
of the
the
month.
Month,
Series of the year.
TMT, TMNT, Last Ronin.
Oh
Nice.
wow. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, Cooks.
great.
You.
It's very
Yeah.
good. That shit is
It
very
is. It
good.
is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Corey said Avengers and Defenders. That's 82 and 83 consecutive issues. Oh, okay,
Dope.
gotcha.
Oh,
Yep.
it's dope.
And see, I went real specific with it. I was doing something else. I was going actual comic books. So
Right.
like Hulk number 181, the first appearance of Wolverine. Uh
Okay.
X-Men number 1, the giant size X-Men number 1 where they first introduced the new team and all of that. Wolverine number 1, New Mutants 98, first appearance of Deadpool, and New Mutants 87, first appearance of Cable. But if I'm doing, top 5 like series like y'all did, definitely House of X, Powers of X. Hands down, Jonathan Hickman killed it. It's crazy. Immortal Hulk for sure. Uh Chip Zdarsky's uh Daredevil, bananas. And
That was a dope series. That was
and
real.
yeah, he's still doing that now. And Tom King's Batman, where they did City of Bane and all of that, which leads up to the Tinian, where Tinian took it over, where you guys are at now, where we're at now with the hundreds.
That's dope. That was dope.
Where they killed Alfred and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope.
But yeah, man, those are
It's hard. It's hard for me to pick just one because it's just too many stories.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
But like,
So,
Yeah.
if I was saying like your grails, like what are the 5 comic books that it's not like Amazing Fantasy 15 or the first Superman or the first Batman, like not unattainable shit. But what's some shit that maybe it's like $1,000 or $2,000-$3,000, you know what I mean? Like a grail comic book that you would love to be able to get one day, that you might actually be able to get one day. You know what I mean? Like,
I have to really
I
think.
don't know. Personally, I know I'm never gonna get, a Superman number 1 or a Batman. I'm never gonna pay $1 million for a comic book. I just wouldn't do it. I don't care if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't do it. No, if I was a billionaire, I would definitely do that shit. But yeah, yeah. But
See, they
I'd
changed
have
your
to
mind
be.
on that
I'd
one.
have
Oh, a
to be. I'd
billionaire,
have to
I
be.
could waste $1 million.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I can blow $1 million on a comic book.
Damn right.
Now, if I bought $1 million comic book, I spend another 10 grand displaying it in my house. I can tell you that now.
Hell yeah. Well, I
So
don't
it'd
know,
be a
man. If
million
I had $1
ten.
million comic book, that should be in a vault some damn where.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, but
I spend 10
10
grand
grand
on a vault
making
that I can say, Alexa, open vault. All
right.
right, Alexa, close the
You,
vault and lock it.
you go like a
Yeah.
museum where they have like the glass case and it's like in the middle of the floor, but there's all these like lasers and all kind of shit, anti-theft devices and all of that, like security measures and all of that, booby traps and shit, spears fly out at you and shit. I mean,
Yeah, big rock come rolling down at you if you take it off the stand. Yeah.
word. Renaissance Music said Invincible Iron Man number 9,
Mm.
which I believe is the first appearance of Riri Williams.
Riri Williams, yeah.
Ironheart, yeah, the black female Iron Man. So those are dope, man. Top 5 comic characters.
Mm. That's a hard one. That is a hard one.
Top 5 characters of all time. These are the characters that you either grew up with or you always gonna like them. You know what I mean? It's just your favorites. Like Spadeonomics was here, he would definitely pick Superman as one of his. But I wonder, man. I wonder what he thinks about. Man, he's not here anymore. I don't think. But Spade was here earlier. But Spade, if you're here, man, join in, brother. But I wonder what Spade thinks about. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, and I'm trying to 5 characters that are your favorite characters. They can be villains, they can be heroes, they could be villains too, though. I mean, we could do top 5 heroes, top 5 villains, but
Nah, that's all.
just characters, period.
Yeah, just characters period would be that's sufficient enough.
Absolutely.
That's sufficient enough.
Yeah, I think I got mine.
I got mine. I'm ready to go. Mine's
All
been
right.
ready to go for about
Top
2 years.
five characters before we wrap the show. Just give us your top five comic book characters, man, before we dip.
All right. Who
Ready?
first?
You ready? All
Ready?
right, go ahead, Cooks. Who's your five?
We start out with Swamp Thing,
Ah,
Dang. Ooh.
ah.
Mm.
the Flash,
Okay.
Flash,
uh,
right?
Spider Man,
Spidey,
Cyborg,
Cyborg,
and last but not least, Wolverine.
the man himself. That's a
Mm.
yeah, that's a dope five and a unique five. You don't hear Swamp Thing and Cyborg often. I like that. I like that.
No, you don't.
Swamp Thing is dope.
Swamp
Swamp
No,
Thing
Thing,
you
is
dope.
don't.
dope. People sleep on Swamp Thing.
People sleep on Swamp Thing hard.
Yeah, mad underrated. Stu, you're five.
Bet. You got your popcorn ready? Cause this is a hot top five right here.
We ready?
Hot like popcorn. Batman,
Put some
the
butter on
Hulk,
it. Put some
the
salt on
Hulk, General Zod,
it.
Dark Side, and Black Adam.
Nice. So definitely DC heavy. DC heavy. DC leaning. So Batman, Hulk, Zod, Dark Side, and Black
Black
Adam.
Adam. Yeah,
That's some
that's a
bad
strong
mother.
five.
That's some
That's a
strong
strong
five.
five.
That's some powerful dudes right there, man.
Yes,
I
Yeah.
sir.
mean, Hulk,
Yes, sir.
come on. Zod, forget about it. Dark Side? The Dark Side is kind of the DC counterpart to one that I chose. My five is Wolverine, Cable,
Mm-hmm.
Batman,
Okay.
Apocalypse, which is that sort of that dark side counterpart, Marvel counterpart, and Magneto. Magneto is got a dope story. I mean, a dope, you know what I mean? Like a dope character, like yo. And Renaissance Music threw up his. He said Doctor Strange,
Okay.
Deadpool,
I can go with
Bane,
that.
one of my favorites, Bane, Flash, and Green Arrow.
Flash.
A nice,
Green
a nice
Arrow. That's
combo.
nice.
Yeah,
That's a
nice
nice combo.
combo of and we got a second
Arrow got
Flash.
the Green Arrow got a long story too.
Yeah.
Cause
Yep.
yeah, Green. Yeah, I can go with John Stewart. I had to give John Stewart an honorable mention.
That's Green Lantern though, right?
Yeah, he's a Green Lantern. Cause you got more than one Green Lantern.
Now he said Green Arrow.
Green
Oh,
Arrow.
oh, Green Arrow. I could give Green Arrow honorable mention too. Green Arrow's
Mm-hmm.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his comics are tough. I like Green Arrow comics. They're tough, bro.
See personally I've never gotten into DC heavily besides Batman. I mean, that's still the only DC character that I've gotten into. It's not because I have a problem with any DC characters. I'm not against it. It's just that Marvel was just what I was, exposed
Oh
to.
no, right, nothing wrong with that.
You know what
But
I
what
mean?
I never could understand is how come Marvel put out Hawkeye, right? You can give us a Hawkeye solo joint, but Warner Brothers just never pushed the envelope of Green Arrow.
Well, Green Arrow's a good show though. You don't like the show?
No, I don't like shit.
No?
No.
It's
The
Cooks. You like
crossovers,
Green
yeah,
Arrow.
Huh? Me?
You like Green
Top
Arrow,
one.
the show, right?
I like the season 1, season 2, the season like when they get to the crossover, you know what I'm
the
saying? Like,
crossovers, yeah, they dope.
you know what I
Crossovers
mean?
are dope.
But like
Yeah,
certain parts of it they just slow it down. I had a talk
yeah.
with Space Numbers about it.
Mm.
It's kind of like they using different mixtures because the comic book Green Arrow ain't like this Green Arrow.
No, nothing
Right,
like this Green Arrow. Yeah,
So that's
nothing.
what that's what messed it up.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's like how I feel about Wolverine. But I digress. Uh, Nah, but I never see. I didn't really watch Green Arrow. I peeped a few of the like that. I think I watched like the first episode or two, and it had some dope really dope choreography, some great like fight scenes. You know what I mean? Like the choreography was crazy in Green Arrow. Cannot take away from that at all. But I didn't get past that, you know. But I
Mhm.
know a lot of people love that show. Like that show
Yeah, they
was,
do.
and I
Yeah, a
kept
lot of people.
seeing
Yeah.
new seasons. I'm like, God damn, they're like season 48 and shit. Like Green Arrow just kept going and going and going. Like a lot of seasons.
Yeah, people love Green Arrow. I don't know
Yeah.
why. They love that show, man. They do.
Mm,
I could never get
yeah.
into it. I can't say I hate it. I just couldn't get into it, man.
I think it's a lot of fans. I think a lot of the fans are they like the show. They don't really know about the comic. They probably aren't comic fans. They're probably not, you know, they're a lot of the
Right.
or the diehard fans. See, it's like when you have a diehard fan of something, like for me, Wu Tang. Even though objectively the show might not be that great, but I still rock with it. It's Wu Tang. I still mess with it. So I think like Green Arrow, you know, die hard, you know, guys with tattoos of Green Arrow and shit, they rock that show. They like it. But I mean, I don't know enough about it to judge it myself. I don't know enough about it, period.
You gotta check it out, man. You gotta check it out.
Well,
Mhm.
I want to do I want to do a show, right? I want to start a new episode that we could do on Saturday called DC Day because I want to learn more about DC and I know, you know, I want to talk and I got people, you know, that hit me up. They're like, you know, y'all should talk about DC this and that. You know what I mean? Like you don't talk about a lot of DC, but Stu is like our resident DC guy and Spadenomics is a DC encyclopedia, like straight up and down. So coming on, I think well Spade wants to start it this Saturday. I'm ready to go this Saturday. Stu, I think I talked to you. So Cooks, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
This Saturday, DC Day. I mean, what do you say, Cook? What do you say, Stu?
I'm down. I'm
I'm
down.
down. As long as
All
Just
I
give me
can
a
right.
make it.
time. Give me a
Yeah.
All
time.
right. I mean, you know, 6:30 just seems to always work. I don't know. But
Okay.
6:30, I say so. So meet us back here, guys. Saturday at 6:30 for DC Day. We're gonna chop it up, man. All things DC.
And
Not
don't
just
forget,
the
and
bat.
don't forget, Injustice drops the 19th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're right, Cooks. Yeah, I
Wait,
can't
you
wait
talking
for
about
that.
a
I want to see
show?
that.
Yeah, the animation, the
No,
movie.
the animated movie
Yeah,
from
animated movie.
Oh,
Injustice.
The real
Yeah.
deals.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just picked up this shit right here. The Marvel Encyclopedia.
Ah,
Okay.
nice, dog.
It's fat. But they got a DC one that I think I'm gonna grab and you know what I mean brush up before DC Day.
All right, I
I
heard.
mean, yeah, I'm gonna
Now
dip
I
into
jump on the audio, find some,
DC.
get some research on.
Right, right.
Listen, y'all gonna be
Absolutely.
hooked on DC Comics.
I
Don't do
want
it.
to get into it, man. I
Oh,
like
I feel
yeah.
DC did
Cook
put
been
out
on
a long time ago, Rena. Marvel did it and DC did it. We put out individual comics in alphabetical order with the heroes in it that explain their powers, their origins, and things like that. It's back in the mid '80s or
yeah,
early
yeah.
'80s. So,
Marvel did that too. Marvel has it's called man, what is it called? I got one of them, but it's like you said, it's like a checklist of hero. Like they talk about, you know, it's just
yeah, to
all
go
the
from A to Z. Yeah,
characters, like a list. Yeah, it's like a list. I mean, a little book, and they did put it out in floppy, you know, floppy comic form. But yeah, man. Shout out to. Hold on, let me mute this again, Cooks, because you're echoing real quick. Yo, shout out to everybody that came in and kicked it with us for 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. We still going strong. You know, and the people that came in the beginning, Diamond Onyx, NBA Live Girl, JJ All Day 84, Awakened Queen, First Lady, DJ DJ Debias or Debasi, Debase, MTL. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Spadenomics, Channel Ace 187, Video Creep, Corey Adger, and Angelo Bolanos, Lady Lace First, and Renaissance Music LLC, man. Shout out to all y'all for coming and kicking it with us and doing this live thing with us. And we like to do this, man, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Now we're going to do it again. So every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, come right here to Sixth Element of Hip Hop on YouTube. And you can also find me personally at sixth_element_comics on Instagram. And I will be selling comic books and auctioning comic books live on Instagram as well. So definitely check me out over there. And Cooks 24 podcast, man. Tell them where they can find you, brother.
You can find me at Cooks24 podcast on Instagram, or you can find me at Cook Madden on Facebook, or you can find me at Cooks24 on YouTube and on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So check out the latest podcast, or just jump on just to get a good laugh, see some cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know about the Comic Cons and blase. So yeah, thank y'all for the support. I support you back.
Definitely, man. Definitely check out Cook's interviews, man. He's got some phenomenal interviews that you will definitely get into, man. And he just pull you in, man. Cooks is a great interviewer. And also, I forgot I'm on Twitter as well. Sixth Element of HH. So you heard it twice, echoing. And Stu Dog, where can they find you at on Instagram?
Infinity Man with an E, Instagram.
Infinity Man with an E. All right, y'all, man. Salute everybody, man. We will see y'all Wednesday, brother.
All right. Salute.